Okay.
Next room.
Yeah.
All right, so we've cleared this out.
You have cleared this out.
Good work, good work, guys. Good work. Look, very outnumbered, but those things were nothing.
It's okay. Endo was here to protect you.
Thanks,
You were
Endo.
destroying them left, right, and centre, mate. Nice one.
Endo
I
strong.
say as I look at my glaive and just glare at it.
Endo does not need weapons. Endo is weapon.
Yeah, you proved that one, mate.
Is Gideon sitting on Endo's arm there? What is going on? Oh, now Audrey is sitting
They're
on
all
Endo.
climbing on him.
I mean, they
Let's
probably
be honest here, Randall. You are tall enough for all of us to sit on you and you not feel the slightest bit of discomfort, right?
Especially because we're all like elf at some level.
As you
so
say that,
we're
Ro
already
kind
quite
of looks
light.
down at herself and then like raises an eyebrow as if to be like, I don't think so. Like, she's quite large.
And Endo looks at Ro and just goes, "Yeah, not this one. Ro looks like a very big, strong warrior. I don't think I could lift her."
You call us all weak there, and
It's light.
Weaker
Slight, yeah.
than me.
Ro kind of gives Endo a bit of a grin. And then is like busy putting her hand axes like back onto her, like, because she has them on her hips normally, so she's busy putting those back and pulling out her great axe again. Edric, what is your passive perception, please?
Oh, good question. 13.
Okay, so as you kind of come up to this door, before
This is
you
where
kind
I
of
am.
open it, yeah, so where you are, you can hear something like, it sounds like scurrying or something on the other side of the door, so you know there's something in this room.
There's something in here,
Quick
guys. Unlike those robots that were clanking, this I'm thinking rats. There's something alive in this next room.
Oh
is this
no!
probably a doorway down to that room the guy said to just lock and leave?
Not rats.
Well, we weren't actually open.
Endo does not like rats. Oh my god.
But you killed them all in the forest that time.
I know, and I had to clean my sandals, Jeremiah, and it took 2 hours.
Yeah, and Tide killed the ones that were climbing around me.
I had rat poo and blood all over my feet.
Well, these are
I had
fancy.
them
These are
all
fancy mansion
underneath my
rats.
clothing.
Fancy
These are fancy mansion rats.
Fancy mansion rats.
They're probably like wearing little tuxedos.
Yeah, they won't bleed much.
All
They'll want to
clean.
keep it tidy. Yeah. So you'll be fine.
I'm just
It'll be
imagining
gilded.
Ratatouille in here at the moment.
Edru will try the door
Okay.
with a dagger ready.
Okay.
That's right.
Are you doing it? Are you just opening it? Are you doing it stealthily?
No, just normal.
Just
sort of
normal?
turn the
Endo
handle
will
and
stop.
push open.
Endo will stop Audrey and just. Oh no! I was gonna say look through the keyhole, but never mind.
There is no keyhole.
Oh, never mind.
So as you look into this room, you can see this is a large room covered with a variety of plants that have overgrown their pots. There is a low magical light that glimmers in the middle of the room, and oh, hang on, am I on the right? Oh, yes, I am. He is there. A scrawny, haggard man sits near the light. He is clearly entranced by it.
So is that rat-looking icon?
This here. Yep.
Ratman.
Ratman.
Okay.
Do we just close the door?
No, I'm going in. We've got to clear all these rooms. I want this 200. So with the dagger ready, she inches in and is like, "Oi, rat boy!"
Okay. As you shout, "Oi, rat boy," he looks up and yells, "Nobody disturbs the master!" and the light that is in the center of the room begins to glow like really brightly as he stands up and comes as if he's going to come towards you, and you can hear scurrying coming from behind the light, as well as some rattos start making their way from the plants out towards you as well. And you are in initiative now. I will need to remove turns. I need to start remembering to do that at the end of each turn rather than the start of new.
Initiative.
Oh, I hate this.
Oh, look at these good rolls.
Oh yeah!
Oh my god!
Endo got a nat 20.
Oh my god!
Those rats have
Holy
got no
fuck.
chance.
They're not even going to get to do anything, are they?
Gideon and Endo are killing it. I'm the only one that's not got a 20 or higher.
That is insane. Descending. Wow, look at that. That is insane. So you, all three of you rolled 21s, so you're gonna have to roll like a d20 or whatever to decide who's going first. I've got 2 drinks here and I keep mixing up the 2. Oh my god, actually look at that again, a 19.
Right.
What the hell is going on here? Right, so Gideon and then Endo. Okay, Edry.
So these what are these? Are these like a
They are
bunch of
rats.
rats?
Yeah, it's basically rats. They're like scurrying out of the plants and stuff and looking as if they're about to start making their way towards you.
Are they all in a bunch together?
I mean, it's 5 feet's worth of rats, basically.
Okay.
That's a lot of fucking rats.
Yeah.
How high is the room?
How high is the room? The room
Yeah.
is... Let me check how high the room is. It
Actually, I
doesn't
don't know if it's...
tell me, actually. So I'm assuming... I mean, it's meant to be like a greenhouse type room. So I'm thinking, what, like 15 feet maybe high? It isn't glass. There is no glass, if that's what you're thinking. It's just called a greenhouse room.
I get a funny sensation I know what's coming here, and I am very, very okay with it.
But I'm just looking where someone's standing right now next to what they're standing next to. If Endo was to move now, would he have an opportunity attack?
I can take the opportunity attack. It's fine. I can take it.
Could
I
we
know what's going
implement
on here.
Operation Cherry Bomb?
You can implement
Operation Cherry Bomb.
Okay. Do you want to explain what Operation Cherry Bomb?
Operation Cherry Bomb is where... Hang on, I need to look at the right screen now. I can get this. Home Roz is in here.
I
know. So Airdrie is going to use her psychic telekinetic movement, so where she can pick up an object, in this case Endo, and lift him up, carry him across, and drop him on the pile of rats using his amount of bulk to squish said objects.
Lordy. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So let's have a look here.
Can you actually pick up Endo? Is the question.
Yeah, we've checked it.
We've checked.
Yep. We've worked all this out.
This was in place. This was ready before we even had the first session
Nameless.
with Endo and Airdrie. Like they'd already come up with this. We'd checked all the rules and they've been waiting for the opportunity.
392 pounds of raw chung.
Okay, well the opportunity.
Airdrie gives Endo a look, going, Endo, it's time.
Endo just crunches down into a ball, but makes his ass as wide as possible, puts his arms around his legs, and just goes, Endo ready!
Airdrie sort of goes Professor Xavier-esque, hands out, picking up, going, and picks him up, launches him across, and throws him down on top of the pile of rats. And does the other rat get the opportunity attack? That was the question.
They missed. So missed their attack. So Endo is fine.
Endo is absolutely fine.
And because the room was only, what did you say, 15, 20 feet?
Yeah,
so
it's just
the fall probably wouldn't have even...
The fall won't harm Endo at all.
I won't even need to use my reaction.
You don't need to use it yet. It's absolutely fine. So Endo, it will be, I guess, an unarmed attack because you're attacking them with your
well,
arse.
well, would it be an Airdrie roll because she's doing the moving and dropping?
Would I
Like,
just?
like if she was just picking up a normal boulder and dropping it.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, because
So
she's
what would
doing
I
the
have to roll
motion.
here? Yeah.
See, but I'm just thinking
I'm the object.
probably...
I'm just the object.
I'm wondering because I'm thinking you'll get more damage probably from if Endo rolled it because his... Oh no, because you could just roll his dice, I guess. He's definitely going to hit. Let's be fair, he's taking up a lot of the space there, and they would not have been anticipating him landing on top of them.
Yeah, and they're rats, so they're not probably smart enough.
They
to
are definitely not intelligent.
Look up and go,
they
what's
have a -4 in intelligence, so they wouldn't be looking in that. What do you roll for your unarmed Endo?
Because we wanted to put it as a 1d6, we couldn't do that. It wouldn't let us change it. So I roll a 1d4 plus 5.
Okay, yeah. So I guess Audrey would roll the same thing.
For both cheeks, Audrey. For both cheeks. Obviously, with DM's permission.
For both cheeks. So
I mean, each
1d4.
cheek
Oh my
is
god!
quite
I thought,
large.
and then it's +5. Is it? Did you say?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just
going
gonna have to move you just for a second so I can get to my actual little rats. Because okay, so that's 9. Okay, yeah, all right, okay, yeah. So so yeah, like Endo readied himself. Audrey with great effort lifts this huge like lump of a man and swats him down onto these rats, several of them squashing, blood and whatever is inside of a rat now spraying up Endo's back as he like sits on them and squashes them, dirty in his nappy. It's gross, it's horrible, but
I guess these weren't the fancy mansion rats.
I guess they weren't.
I love that response. I guess they weren't the fancy ones.
Is that everything now that you've squashed some
rats? Yes. And Adri will move to the side to let people in.
To see the
Gideon.
horrific mess.
I don't know how you respond to seeing this, but yeah.
I don't know what anybody would do to respond to seeing this.
Gideon had been like rummaging around in the like component pouch, like at her belt looking for something, and then she just sort of like just stops and stares at what has just happened. Like, what?
She's a floated Endo.
Yeah, like what on earth? And then like sort of shakes herself and pulls out like a little mini skeleton hand and sort of points it towards the rat man, and I'm gonna cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp, which is my new spell.
Ooh.
So a big skeleton hand, because it's always a skeleton hand with Gideon, erupts from the soil right next to the rat. So shall I draw a little?
Yeah, you can do.
So I think this is right. Put it next to it. And then reaches for one creature that you can see within 5 feet of it, and it's a strength save 14.
Okie dokie, let's have a look. Strength is not my little rat dudes. Oh my god, I got a nat 20.
Oh no.
I was just like, oh, it's not his strong suit. He's got a +0 on strength. Does not matter. Nat 20.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. It just sort of like just sort of like it's trying to like feel around for something, you know, like if you can't see on a like high shelf and you're like trying to feel for something, that's what it looks like the hand is doing, and just totally missing the rat. So that's my go.
Okie dokie. Endo.
Okay. Well, Endo did not see that because he was facing the other way.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah. So, obviously, upon landing, knowing that there's still some alive, Endo's just going to go into absolute overdrive, just stomping all over the place with his sandals and his, like,
I'm going to just
red
pop
ass.
you to one side of it so that I can grab my token. But you are still on that space. Yep, that's a hit.
So yeah, if anyone were to see, all they would see is Endo just doing the same thing as he did in the forest. He's just stood there furiously, just going,
Like
just stepping on
whack-a-mole,
all
but
these
with his
things.
feet.
Yeah, but leaving massive, deep grooves in the ground
Mhm.
where his sandals are. And he's gonna go again.
Yep. That is a miss, unfortunately.
Okay.
So the first one, you kind of manage to stand yourself up and then just start like stamping your feet all over the place. You kill quite a few of the rats, like squashed underneath you, exploding with the weight of obviously Endo coming down onto them. So there are still some rats kind of scurrying around, but not very many at all. Is that everything from you?
Yeah, that's everything. With my 6 seconds, I just turn to Audrey and go, "Well done, Audrey. We got them."
Okie dokie. Ro is going to move here and twat it with a great axe. God, I miss Ro.
Skull splitting.
Yeah, so she just like charges in, doesn't bother to say like excuse me or anything as she's barging past like Jeremiah, goes straight up to this rat and swings this great axe with like all of her strength kind of into his side and cuts a massive kind of gouge into his side and then rips it out and there's blood spurting everywhere. And Jeremiah's go.
I'm going to shoot my longbow at that rat, and I'm rolling for advantage this time because new round of combat.
Mm-hmm.
So there will be 2 dice rolls.
Yep.
Does a 14 hit?
14 does hit, yes.
I like to hear that. And then that is 9 damage, and I'll mark his favorite foe for the extra 4.
Okay.
Plus, I'm going to get sneak on top for an extra 1.
Okie dokie. Yep. So this rat is looking extremely ropey now. It's got like a massive gouge in its side from where Ro like hacked into it, and then this arrow has just kind of shot into its head, and it's embedded in there, like causing its face to like twitch as if you've obviously hit something in the brain that's making it like react. But it is still standing somehow.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, so the remaining rattos that are by Endo are going to try and basically climb up onto him and start biting at him. So they are... Oh, that was a nat 20. Oh my god. A 22 hits, I'm assuming, Endo.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so that is already 6, and then... Oh, that is 12 piercing damage, please, as the remaining rats scurry and start to climb up onto you and biting at you and ripping at your flesh.
Can I, as my reaction for dropping Endo into that, use where is it? Protective field?
Yep.
No, wrong one. That's not what it's called, but
yeah, I know what you mean. What is
yeah.
it that it reduces it by?
Yeah, I'm on the wrong page, I think. See, it is.
Is it a
Oh,
D10?
you
Is it
shy
10?
fighter.
D10? Is it? No, have I made D10 up? I might have made that up.
Protective field.
Yeah.
So it's protective field, which I'm only 4th level, so it's 1d6 less
1d6.
damage.
Yeah. Okay.
1d6 less damage.
Yep, so if you roll a d6, yep, so you take 5 less damage.
So that would be 7.
So 7. Okay. Thank you, Audrey.
Well, I did drop you in.
Okay.
It's the least I can do to help you back.
Endo volunteered.
That's go. Then this is going to. Okay, so it is going to attempt to bite at Ro and then attempt to stab her with its sword. Because it's just
Savage.
offensive like that. So 12 plus 4. Oh my god, does that hit? That does hit her. Oh no. It hit her with the bite. Okay. So she's going to take some damage from that. So she's taking 4 damage. And she's going to have to make a Constitution saving throw so she doesn't become a were-rat.
Oh.
A fucking what?
It's okay. It's okay, people.
Oh,
19.
oh god.
Right.
Imagine Ro as a were-rat. That would be quite different.
that would wait. Just OC Lynn. If that actually happened, would that be permanently fixed to her character until she can go somewhere and get it fixed?
Unless she can get it fixed, then yeah, she would become a were-rat.
Wow.
Obviously, it would only be like based on the moon and things like that. But
Yeah. Shit.
she would
That's-
have what is basically like lycanthropy, but as a were-rat instead of a werewolf.
Ratanthropy, yeah.
Way less cool. Like her turning into a wolf would be pretty cool actually, but her turning into a rat, less so.
Less so.
Less so. So back to Airdrie.
I also just realized I was just having read back over it. The protective field that I just did was actually 1d6 plus 1.
Oh, okay.
So
So
it
yeah,
would
so you
be
can
6
add.
points. So gain 1 more.
Yeah, so you can add an
Thank you,
extra
Hal.
HP back.
Thank you.
I am now going to launch dagger at Ratman.
Okie dokie.
Flick it across at his face. Take this, Ratman.
Okay. So you're going for his face because that's a finishing blow. So tell me how you finish this rat man.
She just pulls around back, launches it straight at its eye, dagger into its eye, sliding in, brains splattering out the back of its head.
Nice. Okay. Yep. And this rat that was already kind of pretty messed up just falls to the floor. And Rose kind of looking at it angrily because it, bitter. That's not on.
Don't need to run there now. So I'll stay where I was and launch next dagger at the pile of remaining rats
Okey-dokey.
near Endo and hope that I can hit one.
You can indeed. I don't quite know how you would do this with a dagger, but sure. Yep, you managed to.
Look, she was waiting. She could just timed it right. They were all lining up.
They were
and
all
she
in the
flicked
one
it across.
line.
I was
Yep.
like,
Okay, yeah, and it like skewers through them like a kebab. So now there's a rat.
Oh no, she threw it so it was spinning.
Oh.
So it sort of flicked it like a blade going across, slices through the back of the neck of the first one, continues to roll over, slices the back of the neck of the next one, and so on.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah. So they all fall down dead.
Yeah.
Stopping biting Endo, which is good for him. There you go.
Yes, it is good. As Endo stands there, he's like, "Thank
Covered
you,
in
Audrey."
rat guts and poop and whatever else.
He picks up the dagger for Audrey and he hands it back to her after he's cleaned it on his leg and he's nappy and he hands it back and then he's just.
I mean, amongst
just
the rest of the
covered.
rat guts all over him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just for the 50 seconds before the hand disappears because the spell ends,
Yeah.
Gideon's just gonna sit in it like it's a chair. And...
Oh, yes.
Love it. Epic.
I like that.
Yeah, Endo's just going to do a double take and just stay silent. He's not going to say anything because he sees that it's Gideon and that's it. He's just like, okay, okay, that's happening in that end of the room there. He's just going to
light.
Mm-hmm.
What do we do about the light?
What do you want?
Do we leave
I
it?
think this light was specific just for these plants to keep them alive.
Endo will nervously go over to where the rat man is and try not to go too near the Gideon chair. Can I pick up the rat In fact, can I first roll investigation or perception to see if the rat's got anything, or if it's carrying any weapons or anything of use?
You can, Rhea, roll investigation for me.
Okay.
You think it's a rat man?
Okay. I would look at Ro, and I would just pick up the rat and just say, "Do you want anything from this creature?"
No.
Okay. Can
And
I?
she's
Can
kind
I
of
throw
like raising an eyebrow as if to be like, what the hell would I want from a rat creature?
it? Can I throw it into this light and see what it does?
Okay.
So yeah, I'll just chuck that into the light, unless you want me to roll anything.
You don't need to roll anything. It's quite a light creature, so you pick it up, you throw it into the light. It kind of hits the edge of the
What
orb and then just
happens?
slides down and lands on the floor
all right,
beneath it.
Well, it's just Endo's being overly cautious of magic bullshittery in this house, and he don't want to start touching things. So he's quite happy to just use the corpse of somebody instead, just to keep himself safe at this point.
Mm-hmm.
He's just going to turn to everyone and go, "It's okay. The light thing is safe. It does not do anything to you."
Then let's go.
Can I investigate the plants? Are there any interesting plants or anything that could be of use?
You can
No,
roll
Roz has smoked them
investigation
all.
if you want. Yeah, Roz would be in his element here.
We'd need Roz. He'd be like, no, I know what these plants have these benefits. So would it be investigation
no,
or
sorry,
like medicine or
you can, in fact, nature. Go nature.
nature? Actually, they're all the same benefits. Just plants.
Yeah, they look like they are to you. Kind of looking at them, you can't see that they would have any specific properties that would be helpful to you in any way. They do just look as if they've been put in here for prettiness. You know, it's like nothing that particularly stands out to you as anything useful.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Endo just copies what like Audrey's doing, but he don't like. I'm not rolling for anything, but when he's looking,
Just the flower.
Endo's just doing his little eyes and his little brow, and just like
He's like,
looking into the bush.
like
He's
really
learning.
thinking.
Yeah, he's learning from the people around him.
Okie dokie.
So as he comes squelching out of the room there, Endo, probably ruining the carpet in the hallway, there'll be all sorts of stuff dripping off of him.
Yeah, delightful. Okie dokie.
Endo just turn to Audrey and just be like, "That was awesome, Audrey. I have not been fired.
Totally worth it.
I have not been fired into battle for a long time." And he just like goes to give you a high five.
Just like, ew, no. And just walks away.
Oh,
And his hand just goes down, and he's just like,
Just like, not too clean. High five later. Go
okay,
clean.
okay.
So, no, that's gross.
Ro feels
Not
bad for
worth it.
you and doesn't care about any kind of nastiness. So as you've kind of got your hand, as Endo's still got his hand up, and he's like, "Oh," Ro just kind of gives you like not a full-on high five, but she like taps your hand because she feels kind of bad for you, and then like carries on walking.
Oh, thank you, Ro. I like this Ro person. She's nice.
So, this door, or this door? Which one first?
Is there a
Still
door
have
here?
door here, yep.
Yeah,
there
we
a
can
door
do that on
there?
the way back. You know.
Yeah, because someone said that we were going around on the right first and then coming back. Is that right? So
We're just sweeping down the hall, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Like
I
room
think-
at a time.
Didn't
Yeah,
you
I'm
not
not
want
bothered.
it?
I'm not
Yeah,
bothered
I
where
think
we go.
you didn't want to leave anything that could come behind you, right? Wasn't that the plan?
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Audrey said. That's right.
Okie dokie.
So yeah, I guess this door.
Okie dokie. So you notice that this is the only door that you've seen so far, except for the double doors right back at the start that has a keyhole. But as you reach for it, it opens without any problem. So you know it can be locked, but not really sure why. And 1 second.
Oh, it's in here.
And I was going to follow his nose because this
Okay,
looks like
just
a
stop
pantry.
there for me a moment.
Yeah, I'm not moving. I just wanted to walk in once. It looks like a pantry. I see sausages and cheese, and Endo couldn't resist. He had to walk in.
Okay, so can
I did go in first as well. So.
Oh, who went in first?
I did.
Okay, Endo, can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Oh, what the hell is that?
Probably not good, but.
Oh.
That is not very good, unfortunately.
No, his Constitution's only got +1.
Okay,
In fact, no, I think it's 0.
So.
No, it's +1.
Let me just read this. Sorry.
Holy fucking shitballs!
Right.
I just noticed that. I was just scratching my back, and then I turned around and I looked at the laptop, and I'm like, shit.
Endo, can you roll me 1d12, please?
1d12. There you go.
That is 9. And what is your Constitution modifier?
My Constitution modifier is just +1, I'm afraid.
Okay, so in 10 hours, Endo, if you do not seek help, you are going to die. This creature, as you come into the room, this creature here is activated and explodes with what is effectively like a gas, which you breathe in. There are spores now that have invaded your system, and unless you can remove the disease within 10 hours, you will die.
Well, Endo will just walk in and be like, I feel funny. What was that? What is happening?
Come out, Endo.
Would Adrian be able to identify what the creature is and what's just happened? To know that he's got like.
So you would have seen like almost like a gas in the air as he came in and that he breathed in. So you know that he's breathed something in.
All,
yeah.
Oh, I don't feel well. Oh.
Okay, you wouldn't be feeling much effects from it just at the moment.
Oh. Endo can feel his life ebbing away. I don't know what that was, but I feel weird. Is that creature still there?
That creature's still there.
Yeah, and alive.
It is alive, yes.
Okay, I'd just stand in the hallway because Durmai called me to come out, and I'd just be like, "What happened? What did this?"
A weird-looking creature.
Okay,
so anybody in the room can have 1 attack before we hit.
I was just gonna say Endo's gonna try and charge at this creature and fuck it up real bad. So
before we hit initiative. So.
Am I within 5 feet of it? Like, as in using it?
You are, yeah, because you're diagonal. So it's basically taken up, like up to
4.
Yeah, 4. So it's like all that block, all those 4 blocks.
Right. Could I pull out said new weapon and use it with one of its new special features? I've attuned with it now? Yeah.
You have attuned with it. Yep.
Yes. So use his also the radiant damage as well.
Okay.
Let's see if this hits.
Nice.
14.
That is a kill there.
Endo
Can
was
everybody in the room, so Adrian and Jeremy, can you please make Constitution saving throws?
It totally would have popped open, wouldn't it?
Yeah, this is why I was going to charge it first, but Durmai moved in front of me, and then Lynn said that.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no. Okay. Right. Well, this could be.
What do we now have to roll d12s each?
Hang on 1 second.
I'm guessing when it dies, it does something extra or something.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
So
No.
Can you both take 9 poison damage, please? And
Right.
can you roll 1d12 again, and then add your Constitution modifier to it.
That's 11 then for me.
Okay, so that's 11 hours that you have.
12, and my con is 2, so 14
and
hours.
It has 14 hours, yep. So as you kind of connect with it, it's almost like it's pretty much nothingness, and you kind of cut through it with no issues whatsoever. But as you do that, it's almost like it pops, and this gas erupts into the room again, and you guys can feel it this time. It has obviously had an immediate effect on you as well. You're kind of struggling to breathe a little bit. You're like, as it's kind of, you're breathing it in. And you are also under this disease now that requires curing.
Look, just throwing this out there just to check, because I was using the special feature, and I'm assuming this is kind of like some sort of spores and algae kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it does like radiant sunlight damage. Would the sunlight potentially negate the
No.
algae?
No. nice try though. Nice try. I appreciate the effort, but no.
Don't know about you, AJ, but yeah, we're I ain't looking too good.
Some puffy bug. Oh, the heaters.
And I was going to come back into the room, and because he does still get the impression that this is a pantry.
Yeah, so this pantry is basically filled with mouldy, uneaten food, and it reeks of decay.
And it's now covered in spores of this dead thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Endo is going to set fire to said creature.
There's no creature left.
Torch.
There's no creature left. There's
Oh,
nothing left of it.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, in that case then, yeah, Endo does not want to be in a room full of manky food. So,
okay.
Endo's going to be like, I feel funny. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Yeah, it's happened to all of us, most of us, and I will have to hopefully find someone and find out. I'm assuming I need to put a green dot on me as well.
Yeah, maybe just to
I just did that to remind myself.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Can I roll a medicine check on myself and the other two?
For what purpose?
Just to know whether or not. Well, because obviously out of character, I know that I have 10 hours, but Endo doesn't know he has 10 hours. Would I be able to roll a medicine check to discern whether or not I know what's happened to me? Or do I obviously just know that I need to get checked by a medic on?
Yeah,
like,
you would probably,
because
you're not a medical, like you're not a cleric or anything like that, or you don't have any nature expertise, so you wouldn't know you would know that you've all breathed something in, and it seems to be affecting you. At the minute, it's affecting you very minimally. So it would be like you maybe feel like, when you've like got a cold and you can feel it in your chest and occasionally you cough, but it's like almost like you're like, and when you breathe, you can hear it rattle a little bit. You've kind of got that at the minute. It's not affecting you in any big major way currently. So you wouldn't know exactly how many hours you've got. You wouldn't even know that you're on a timer necessarily at this moment in time because you've only just been affected by it. So you might just be thinking
weird and we might need to check.
So you currently you're probably all just thinking, oh, we've breathed that in and it's affected our lungs a little bit. Like okay, it's probably going to be fine. And obviously as time goes
progresses, it's probably going to say otherwise.
Yeah, you would potentially become aware of the fact that, oh, hang on a minute, this is getting a little bit worse, and this is getting, and then need to seek some form of aid.
Okay, well.
As I'm coughing into my sleeve, I'll be like, left or right?
Either.
I choose this one.
Okay, let me do that for you. So, boop.
Okay,
from Ro. So Ro is always with you, even if I've not moved her. It's just because I'm trying to do a million different things. So
from where I am, I'm not going to move in yet.
So from where you are, you can see that there is a large bed that sits against one wall. There's a wardrobe and a dresser that dominate the other side over here. So
Yeah.
that's the wardrobe, and there is the dresser. That
There's an ugly looking rug.
has a mirror on there. You can see that there's some drawers on the other side. I can hear furious note checking going on.
So can I.
And it appears as if nobody's used this room for quite a long time.
Okay. From the where I'm standing, can I roll like perception to see if I notice any traps or anything like that, or anything that looks like not a mimic itself, because I wouldn't know, but that could potentially look out of place.
Mm-hmm. There doesn't seem to be anything that looks particularly out of place in here. There's no obvious traps that you can see.
Well, with 21, I'm walking in. So.
Okay.
Okay, I think it's safe, guys.
Gonna follow him in.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just stay central in the room, so obviously people can come in and Gideon can guard the door.
Gideon is so careful of everything. She's like, nope.
I've got 26 hit points, so I'm not going in any room ahead of anyone.
It's like Flynn with his 19.
I'll let you into a little secret here, Han. I'm on a lot less than 26.
Yeah.
At the moment.
Okie dokie. So you are in this room. What are you doing in the room?
Investigating.
General investigation.
I'm going to investigate this chest of drawers. Too.
Okay, roll investigation for me.
Don't fail me now. High roll. A 12.
A 12. As you open that, you can find several expensive, though eccentric looking, sets of men's clothes.
I thought you were going to say something else then.
Right.
Shut up!
You got it right there.
Yeah.
You got it right there.
I knew what you
So I was still coughing up that thing that I just killed. I was clearing my throat.
Yeah.
Sets. S-E-T-S. Not anything else.
I'm just going to close the drawers. There's nothing in there.
Okay.
Unless you fancy a suit or something.
Anybody checking anything else?
Jeremiah.
Sorry, go
Before I ask, so Jeremiah, while we were in the library, didn't you read something out about like a mirror?
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I think
I did.
That's what Endo was just going to...
careful with
gonna...
that.
And
There's
about
a lot of
flames
weird
within
stuff
flames.
going on in this place.
Yeah, it said something about if the artifact contains magical powers, and then it said something about it making a good dresser or something. So chances are it might be that. So be careful, Endo.
Oh, just out of character, the Moonstone. If you put the Moonstone by the mirror. But Endo was just going to stay at the side of this mirror because he don't like mirrors anyway. He thinks it's a form of magic. So he's not looking into it. He's just looking at the dresser and the mirror. That's all he wants to investigate, like the drawer and things like that, if that's okay.
Yep.
Okay. Endo's going to roll his little investigation there.
Yeah, it's drawers and a mirror.
Anything in the drawers?
Just more clothing.
Okay.
So are you looking? You're not looking at the mirror. Is that what you're saying?
Endo would try to avoid looking in the mirror at all costs. He doesn't like mirrors. He's very superstitious. So he would be at the side of the thing, not able to see his own reflection at any point.
Okay, so you can't see your own reflection, but you are kind of looking at you're still examining the mirror.
I could, so if Audrey was like on the other end of like here, I'd be able to see Audrey's reflection.
Right, okay, I'm with you.
Because I am looking at the mirror, but I'm not looking at my own reflection. I would never look at my own reflection in a mirror. Endo doesn't like it.
Okay,
Freaks
so
him out.
as you're kind of looking at, I guess, side on at the mirror, you can see that in the corner, part of the mirror has been removed. So it's like somebody's cut the glass out from the mirror.
Everybody, this mirror looks very strange. It looks like somebody's carved a piece of the mirror off. but Endo doesn't want to look at it. I don't like mirrors, so yeah.
I'll
not-
come up and have a look at said mirror.
Okay, so you're looking in the mirror as you do that.
And,
One
and
second.
Endo is gonna
No,
just-
Endo was stood where he was stood.
Endo is gonna walk away from the mirror. He doesn't like them. He was actually gonna be overly cautious.
Boop.
Oh fuck.
What? The
Yeah.
not good.
No, it's not. I mean, if he rolls better than you, we'll take him back and leave you here.
Fine, that's fine with me. I've got a timer anyway. Let me go to
Oh
sleep
my
and it'll be fine.
God. I'm going to use one of my inspiration points to roll initiative
Oh, no!
because that was devastating there.
My doppelganger is going before me.
I got a nat
I'll
one.
take 12. I'll take 12 instead. Yeah, that's
Okay,
fine.
I will correct that.
My doppelganger's going first.
Is that everybody? Yes, it is. Oh my god. Okay, so as you kind of look into this mirror, Jeremiah, you kind of catch your reflection, and there's something weird about your reflection. It's almost like as you move, it moves a little bit slower. It's just like out of sync with you, and you're like, huh? And you kind of look again, and as you look again, it gives this evil smile and literally bursts out of the mirror. It doesn't smash the mirror, bursts out of the mirror and is stood kind of here next to it, grinning at you.
Evil Ash.
And it is going to attack, if I can find the freaking card for it. Sorry, bad planning. Okay, it is going to attempt to hit you. You do notice that it is not carrying your weapons. So
You.
it doesn't
That's
have
one
any
less
of your
concern.
weapons. It is carrying a mace and looks like it's got a heavy crossbow on its back.
Oh, that's not bad. That's worse.
So it pulls out the mace and swings twice at you with a... Where is my to hit, please? 17 and an 18 to hit.
Oh.
Yeah.
shit.
Lynn,
Yeah,
the damage total.
I haven't done it yet, but yeah.
Okay.
So... oh my god, that was low.
Well-
So that is 3 bludgeoning damage for the first hit, and then 7 for the second.
Okay. To put it that I'm wheezing badly is an understatement at the moment in time.
Okie dokie. So it is now your turn. It is the real Jeremiah's turn now.
Well, how do we know which is the real one?
Well, how do you?
I'm going to just literally, as I'm still winded after the mace kind of smashing me open, you see me just pull out 2 daggers and just go straight for it. And advantage on my +1 because I need that. I'll take a 25 to hit.
25 definitely hits, yeah.
But not, I don't get sneak in that, do I? No, I do advantage. Advantage.
Oh, yeah, because you're at advantage. So, yep, so that's 9 damage, yeah.
That's 9 damage from that. And then I need to turn sneak off now, actually, because I don't get it on every time you're on the first attack. And the second dagger, a 20 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Should do, because it's my AC. For another 6 damage.
Okie dokie. Is that everything? Yeah.
Yeah.
Endo. So, from your perspective, another Jeremiah has just appeared, bonked the first Jeremiah, and then that one's hit the other one back, and yeah, that's what's going on in front of your eyes.
Yeah, Endo is not about that. He does not understand this. It's very confusing to him, and he's just going to step away and stand next to Ro, and with his 6 seconds of communication to everybody that can hear him, he's just going to be like, "What is happening? I don't understand. Why is Duramiah fighting Duramiah?" And he's just going to ready an attack of anything that comes in 5 feet of him, because he is very, very frightened and doesn't understand
you need
what
to
is happening.
clarify there, because anything that's within 5 feet of you could also
Anything
be
that
Ro,
is a
who
mimic,
is stood next to you.
anything that is a copy of Duramiah, or even the actual Duramiah. He doesn't understand. Yeah, he's scared. He's like they're fighting each other, so he knows one of them is bad, and like he's not thinking logically right now. So
Okay, well, so Ro is going to step up because she was watching and saw the evil one pop out. So is aware of what is going on. She's going
Endo
to
was not looking at the mirror, that's why. He doesn't like it.
Attack with the great axe. That is a hit.
Yeah, that's a hit. Because I'm just got my armor as well, so that's definitely a hit.
He has not got your armor. He has not got taken on your stats in that way.
Oh, right, okay.
I mean, it's a good thing me and Ro didn't look in the mirror.
Yeah, imagine an angry Ro. That could have been interesting. Yeah, so Ro just kind of has been watching, walks up, pulls out her great axe, and slices at this thing and takes one of its arms clean off. And kind of like grins. Gideon.
Okay, so I was also watching, and given that I understand magic, I assume I know which Duramiah is the real one. So I am going to cast Chaos Bolt at the fake Duramiah. And I've got advantage on it because it's my first one of this combat. Although maybe don't need it.
You
but
definitely
just
don't need it with that, but if it's a nat 20, okay.
And then give me 1 sec because I have to do it on.
It's on the
roll 20 because I need the numbers to not disappear like they do on D&D Beyond. I think that's right. 2d8, 1d6. So 4 or 3. Where's the bloody table? Let's make it force damage.
Okie dokie.
And then I'm going to yell out, "Somebody smash the mirror!"
Good thing. So is it 12 force damage then,
Yeah, 12 force damage. Sorry.
Okay,
yeah.
So boom. Evil mirror version of Duramiah falls to the floor.
As I see that happen, I'm just going to take both daggers and just stab that mirror.
No! Don't do that!
Okay. Oh?
Yeah, Endo would shout the same thing, thinking that you could potentially use it as a weapon and aim it at someone else and let them see their reflection.
But we don't want to give people more chances to, more of me? No, thank you.
Can we take... I would suggest we take the pillowcase off the bed and put it in the pillowcase. So it can't be bothered reflecting, but we can still keep it in case we need it.
Endo will pick up a pillowcase and just
it's
very sheepishly.
It's too big. It is too
All right,
big.
the sheet. Wrap it in the sheet.
The rug.
Okay, so you're going to you're covering it up, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because this is it's like a 4 foot high mirror, so it's not a tiny little one, because obviously a person came out of it.
How wide is the bag of holding entrance? Can it be opened up to 4 foot, to 2 foot, or however wide this thing is? Because if it's a bag of holding, Endo could fit in there if you can get in the hole. So.
This bag has an interior space considerably larger than its outside dimensions, which are 2 feet in diameter at the mouth and 4 feet deep. So it would need to be able to get through 2 feet.
Yeah, it probably
Yeah.
can get through 2 feet if you want to try and put it in the bag of holding.
I'm just
Without
thinking 'cause
anybody's reflection being shown in it.
We'll wrap
Yeah,
it in
'cause
the sheet.
yeah. Endo don't want it on his back or anything like that. That'd just freak him the fuck out.
I'm just thinking, I'm a 6 foot tall elf, and I came out with a 4 foot mirror. So, yeah.
Yeah, if you
That
jump out head first, that's only like half a foot wide. So yeah. Endo, I think the only one that won't be able to jump out of that mirror is Endo. His evil self would get stuck in it.
Yeah, stuck halfway. Just his head popped out. Like, oh, hang on, that's backfired there. While everybody's hacking at his head, like, no.
You say that, but Endo's head's a pretty deadly weapon.
No, it's true. Okay, so you
Yeah,
throw in the
that is
cloth
true.
over it from the side, I guess. So it's now covered.
We
And
can tie it
then,
up. We've got rope. I've got rope. I'm sure other people have got rope.
okay.
I've got rope, yeah.
Is there just
Birthday present for Talisker.
is there any way that I could do like an Arcana check or something without looking in it, just to see if I can kind of understand what the magic is?
I mean, obviously it's covered now, so I would say you can kind of go over and maybe like be looking at like the side, like trying not to look at the actual glass bit, but like looking at the side
Like
of it
what
and
Endo
things.
did,
So I'd say,
looking
yeah,
at the
do an
side.
Arcana check, but it would be at disadvantage because obviously you can't examine the whole mirror itself.
I will have a go. One. Probably not.
Oh.
So from what you can gather, basically anything that looks into the mirror, its evil twin is basically represented, so it would pop out an evil version of itself, unless it was something evil looking
I was just gonna say.
in it, and then potentially
that's why
it would pop out something good.
Good.
But you're not
That's why I
100%
was
sure on
asking.
that. You're looking at it, you're not 100% sure. You just think that could be how it works.
Okay.
You also know
Endo's-
it would be worth quite a bit of money, this mirror,
Yeah,
to the right people.
Endo's brain just went to. He don't know any of that. He was just thinking, like when Audrey shouted, "Don't smash it." Endo was thinking, "Don't smash it," because if we come up against something really evil, he just saw someone look in the mirror, and then another version of it came out and attacked, possibly the version that he is his friend. So he was just thinking, oh, well, if we come up against a beastie, it's going to send another beastie after the beastie. So that's what
but
his mind
just as a
was
word of
thinking.
warning, you don't know that it's not just going to attack everything that it sees.
Yeah,
Good,
yeah,
bad,
yeah.
in between. So you might just create 2 beasties instead of 1.
True. But if we all
I'm
hide
just
behind the
gonna-
mirror,
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself because, boy, do I need it.
Mm-hmm.
Endo's gonna walk back
Oh.
here and go over here, and he's just gonna poke the evil Duramaya and look at the actual Duramaya. And he's curious. He doesn't understand. He'd like to investigate this thing.
Burn it, mate. It's not worth the time. Just burn it.
He can't hurt
It's
his
the
friend
body of
Duramaya.
It's not me.
It looks exactly like Duramaya, but it's not holding his weaponry or anything like that. It's just...
Can I persuade Endo to that is not me, and therefore he's not hurting me because even though he looks like me, it's not me.
Yeah, you can try, yeah.
I was also checking for any property that it might have.
It has a mace and a heavy crossbow.
Can I take those
If
to
you
sell to
want,
Talisker? If that's okay then.
if you want to, yeah, if you've got the carry capacity for them.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a pack mule, so.
I'm getting loads of feedback from somebody, and I'm not sure who it is.
Well, I'll mute myself and then just
Yeah, it's.
tell me
I
if
think
me.
it's you. I think it's like radio static or something.
Yeah, I was hearing that.
Yeah. me
Radio
too.
static.
Yeah,
Jesus, hold on. Could be the headphones.
that was a really good interpretation there.
Can you hear it now?
No.
Right, it's not radio static. I think it's the fan that's like hitting the microphone.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna try and just persuade you that even though it looks like me and it's got different weapons, it is not me. Therefore, you are not going to hurt me because it's not me.
Yeah, so with a 14, that's pretty persuasive. So
Okay.
Ro is going to
Um,
walk over to Jeremiah and pass him something she has in her backpack, which is a potion of healing, a greater potion of healing.
Oh, thank you, Ro. You are going to be a lifesaver.
Endo's added the items.
And she's like,
To
try not to die, yeah? And like passes in the
I just
potion.
look at her and go, I'm an elf.
Yeah,
Oh, I
I've come
love-
across those before. Very squishy. And she kind of walks out of the room.
Yep. Alright, I'm trying to add these to my inventory, but it's not letting me. Yeah, it's not letting me add anything to my...
Okay, maybe just put a note of it somewhere so we can
Yeah,
move on
yeah,
rather
just
than...
everybody carry on, just ignore me.
Who said that?
Yeah.
Pardon?
Endo not invisible. Endo right here.
Okay. So what is the plan now? Where are you going now? There is a door here, and there is a door here.
I'm going to drink that potion.
That is a good idea.
It's because of the update, that's why it's being a bit weird. There we go.
I'll take 14. That's a much better number.
Okay, so
That's-
where are we going?
We're going to try this,
You want to try that? Okie dokie.
but I do not want to go into the room first or open the door.
Okay,
Why not, Gideon?
Ro just walks up to the door. Once you've kind of gone, oh, we're going to try here, she walks up and just boots the door. And it flies off its like hinges and kind of lands partway in the room.
Yeah,
And
Endo's not too fussed about.
she steps in.
Creepy child.
And you are in a small kitchen. There is an oven, a stove, cabinets, and a table prepared for food. And there is a wooden door to the pantry, but there isn't actually on this map. It should be here.
Wait, to the mouldy pantry.
To the mouldy pantry,
Yeah.
yeah.
Ugh.
And a human girl who is no older than 8 is tied up and whimpering on the table with a gag in her mouth. A cleaver is jammed into the table near the child's head.
Endo would just run straight towards her and he would try to untie her like with reckless abandonment because he's just like, okay, that he's trying to just protect. So
Okay, can you,
he
as you go up to her, can you just do me a nature check, please?
yep.
Okay. Something's weird about the rope that she's tied with, but you don't know what it is. But you managed to untie her easily. It's not like a thing you would have to do. She is sobbing like frantically as you like. She's just like, and like she's barely. You can't calm her. Like she's not calm at the minute, so she wouldn't be able to speak. Even if she tries to speak, it's not even words that she's saying because she's crying so much.
Endo would try and communicate, just be like, it's okay. My name's Endo. I'm here. I can help you. I will protect you.
Okay.
Can I have a look around the room and see if there's anything that, aside from the cleaver stuck beside this girl, if there's anything else that stands out and shouldn't be in a kitchen this size.
Yeah, so we'll do that after Endo's finished with the girl.
I thought I had finished.
Oh, I thought you would. Well, I mean,
all I was
she's
doing
sobbing.
Is
You
untying her
need
and
to try
ungagging her
and. Oh, I
Oh.
thought you were talking to her. Because if you're trying to
Yeah.
talk to her, then you need to try and persuade her to calm down.
Oh, right.
Because
Okay.
she's not listening to you. She's just been tied up. She's clearly not from this place, so she's obviously been taken here.
My persuasion is a little bit shit, to be fair. So I doubt that this is going to work. But I'll roll persuasion for based on what I've just said to her. And obviously, it's up to you if it works.
Yeah, so you're kind of like, obviously you untie her and take the gag out of her mouth. You're like, it's okay, I'm Endo or whatever. And because of how how Endo speaks and things, she's kind of calming down a little bit because she's thinking, well, he doesn't sound great. You're not yelling at her. You're not like, you don't have a deep husky voice or anything like that. So she's kind of like sniveling, and then she's like, looks at you. You can tell that she's thinking for a second, and then she just kind of like reaches out her arms, like as if like to say like pick me up kind of thing, or like just wants a hug, as if she's just scared. She's just reaching out for somebody that could help her.
Yeah. So okay, I'd lean in and like with my left shoulder, I'd lean into her with my left shoulder and put my left arm around her, and let her put her arms around me, and then I'd lift her up with my left arm and just hold her.
Yeah, so she's just like kind of putting her head into your shoulder, and she's still crying, but she's managed to calm down. So if anybody wanted to talk to her now, she would be able to actually speak words back.
Endo would just say one thing. He'd just be, "It's okay. Endo got you. These people are nice."
Can I ask her? I just try and look non-threatening despite being a little goth teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just say, it's okay. We'll keep you safe now. Can you tell us what happened or who did this to you?
It was that rat man. He said he was taking me to see the boogeyman.
The rat man won't hurt you anymore, I promise. We've got rid of him.
Okay. Well, yeah, he brought me here, and well, he found me in Longsaddle. I'm an orphan. My name's Tathra, and she kind of like does like a bit of a wave, but it's like half-hearted. She's just like, and she's like, but yeah, he said he was gonna take me to see the boogeyman, and then I passed out because I was really scared, and then when I woke up, I was here, tied up.
Endo just looks at Gideon and he's like, "What's a boogeyman?"
I'm sure we can worry about that in a minute, Endo.
Okay.
Did he say anything else, or have you seen anything else while you were here?
Well, he said a rhyme to me, if that means anything. I know it from, like, the other kids say it too.
What was the rhyme?
Okay. Lock the door, blow out the light. The hungry Oni haunts the night. Hide and tremble, little one. The Oni wants to have some fun. Hear it scratching on the door. See its shadow cross the floor. Sun won't rise for quite a while. Till then, beware the Oni smile. It's about the boogeyman.
Oh, that's all you've heard since you were brought here? Wow. Okay.
Has anybody heard of this Oni? I say to everybody else.
Adri shakes her head. No.
Can I try a history check to see if I've heard of it before?
Yep.
It's not my best skill, but at the same time,
Could
You vaguely recall that rhyme. It's like almost
Could-
as she was sorry, I'm still
no, yeah, go on. Sorry, it's my fault.
as she was saying it, it's almost like you could have mouthed along with it. You know, like it's like, oh, I remember this. I remember this. It's like triggered something in your head, and you are aware that it does refer to an actual creature. Like these are it comes from almost fact. It's not some sort of made up story. But you can't quite remember like more specific details about it.
yeah, I think it's actually based on an actual being, but I don't know much else than that, guys.
Can Endo, because he's actually proficient in history, can Endo roll a history check?
Okay.
Similar situation, because he's not educated, he doesn't read books or anything, but
Yeah, with that roll, same. You know the same
yeah.
thing. You know that they are kind of they are the boogeyman, right? They are like the definition of the boogeyman in terms of when people talk about the boogeyman, this is what they're talking about. And
Yeah,
you
I was
also
thinking.
recall that they like human babies. And when I say they like them, they find them quite delicious.
So I remembered that, but
You
not
remembered
Jeremiah.
that.
Alright, well, Endo would be, like, he'd help up, he'd be like, okay, that sounds familiar, because at the end of every day at sumo training, the paladins used to tell us stories of people that they have fought in battle, and sometimes they would tell us of weird creatures. And I never knew what a boogeyman was. They never said boogeyman, but they said they only liked to eat babies. So he'd say that to everybody in the room.
Well, according to this map we've got, there's one room left up here. So if there is some sort of creature roaming around, it's maybe in there. I suggest we try and get the girl to the doors near where we came in, or as far away as we can, and then go and see if it's in that room.
I mean,
Sounds sensible.
can we just check out this room first? Because
Yeah,
I
of
mean,
course.
ultimately, you never know. It may be in here.
Okay, so anybody wanting to
I'm
check
saying
out the
that.
room, do perception checks for me. Gideon, can you also roll me a nature check, please?
Oh, that's a bad roll.
Okay, so Gideon, the rope that Endo untied from around Tathra is on the table next to you, and as you kind of like look down at it, you spot as well that it looks different. It's not normal rope, right? It's not made of hemp or anything like that. You pick it up and kind of feel it and things, and you can tell that this is spider silk. And more specifically, you can tell that this is from a phase spider.
Oh, crap.
Phase like with an F or with a PH?
PH.
Okay.
PH, yeah. Fuck.
The book I saw on the reading table in the library about planes within planes. This is not sounding good whatsoever.
In terms of that perception check, are you Endo, you see nothing, well, other than the fact that
Yeah,
you're in a
Endo's-
kitchen. Jeremiah, are you
Endo's-
searching anything in particular?
Just going around the various cabinets.
So you're
and what
opening
have
the
you.
cupboards and things like that. Okay, so
Yeah.
in the cupboards you find a set of cook's utensils and
I'll take them.
4 potions of healing.
Fucking ooh.
Looking
Airdrie,
at them.
I'm gonna need them.
yeah, Airdrie, where you are stood as well, next to what should be a door there, but is not. There is a bronze key hanging up that has like a little label on it that says pantry.
Oh.
I'll take the key.
So OC, so we could lock something in the pantry then.
Yeah.
Because before you said it had a keyhole. Yeah.
I'm going to walk up to Endo and just go, "Here, mate, think you might want these," and hand him the cook's utensils.
Okey-dokey.
I think he's already got some. Yeah, he does
You
already
also
have
left
some.
his spoon in the bar.
That's true. You get a replacement spoon.
Oh, that's so nice. Endo would look and be like, "Thank you, Doremaya," and then he'd turn to the girl that he's holding in his arm and go, "See, these are nice people."
Mm-hmm.
Endo would actually, like, still carrying her, he would just step up next to Ro, and he would just like kind of like lean into her and whisper a little bit and just say, "Endo's not feeling too good," and he'd like cough a little bit. "If anything should happen to Endo, can you help protect this little girl?"
And Ro kind of like looks at Endo, looks at the girl. Why?
"'Cause I'm nice and I asked you to."
Ugh.
And he'd be like coughing as well. He'd be like laying it on thick, you know.
Fine. I'll take her
She
somewhere
has-
safe. I'm not keeping her with me.
She has nobody. She said she's an orphan, so no brothers or sisters or mummy or daddy.
As soon as you
So-
say no brothers, like you notice a like significant difference. Like Ro was looking disinterested. Before she was looking at you like, why are you bothering me with this? Like, why? I'm not interested. Like Ro is not. She's chaotic neutral. She doesn't care. As soon as you say she has no brothers, Ro literally reaches out, picks the girl up, and is holding the girl, and she's like, "I'll take care of her."
Thank you, Ro.
That's a change and a half there. Okay.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
So Endo wouldn't notice anything about that as strange. He'd just be like, "Oh, she's just had a change of heart."
yeah.
He
But
wouldn't
anybody
know to
else that
ask
was
her
watching
anything.
would notice the massive difference. And as like Duramaya's like, "That's a change," she's like, "Yeah, well, it's sad to not have any brothers, right?" And kind of
Yeah, I get that.
turns and walks out with the girl. And as she's walking out, you can see her. She's kind of like completely different to what you would expect Ro to be. She's like chatting to her now. She's like talking to her, and she's like, "It's all right. I know what it's like. It's okay. I've got you. I won't let anything happen."
Endo punches her right in the feels there.
Wow. That was certainly a 180 from the row we met back at Taliscars.
What do you mean?
She was not interested in anything back at Taliscars, and now we mentioned that that little girl had no brothers or sisters, and then suddenly she's this kind, caring half-orc who we've never met before.
Endo convinced her with his sincerity.
You sure did,
Legitimately.
mate. I just wonder if, there may be other reasons we're not aware of.
I mean, are we having this conversation 5 feet in front of Ro? Because
Yeah, she's
No.
just like, "What?"
Should be down here, I'm guessing.
No, she was.
I
You
mean,
just
she's
took her
right there.
outside. Yeah, see ya. She just took her outside. She was talking to the girl. She's just like, "It's all right. Don't worry. I've got you." Like, has she? What has she got in her backpack? Yeah. As you come out, like, so she was outside with this girl for a little while. As you come out, she's handing her a hand axe. Goes to her, right? You know, like she should be able to fight. Ro could fight at her age. So
Oh,
she's like, here, take this. Anything that looks a bit, iffy,
Dodgy.
twat it with that. And like she kind of stands back up as this little girl is like holding this very sharp hand axe, like, okay. Like, it's incredibly unsafe.
is it perchance a serrated wavy edge hand axe?
It is not. She got rid of those pile of rubbish as soon as she could. Robbed. She still needs to go back there and deal with that guy.
So do I actually, but
Having watched Road do that, can I just be like, Road, don't you think this is maybe a more appropriate starter weapon? And I've got a sling. Can I like just sort of delicately with 2 fingers sort of try and take the hand axe away, and then
as you go to reach for it,
Get
Ro
careful.
kind of looks at you and goes, leave it. And like her hand like goes as if she's gonna reach for the great axe, and she's like glaring at you as if to go, do not like touch that hand axe.
I was gonna give it back to you. I'm just trying to take it away from the child.
She needs to be able to defend herself.
Yeah, and you don't send a kid into the middle of combat with a bloody melee weapon. Give her a sling. She can hang around at the back and throw rocks at stuff if you wanted to.
So, like,
Ro
Endo's
is
really
looking at you
confused by this
just utterly
conversation.
confused. She's
Yeah,
just like,
so Endo.
why wouldn't she?
Edge just like, ugh, it's a child. Come on.
She's like, I don't care. She's like,
It's a fucking child.
stick with
We've
me.
got a
kid."
job to do, people.
Endo looks at Ro and just like goes, "They're strange sometimes," and then just pats the girl on the head and just carries on walking past.
Ro's like, she's fine.
I'm just surprised that with Endo patting her on the head, the deal's not fallen through the floor yet.
Okie dokie. So, one room left. Are you opening the door?
Wait, was there a room that we had to keep locked though?
Well, no, we've got the key to the pantry. If we wanted to, we could lock someone in it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean there was a
Oh,
basement.
the silver
that-
key.
that-
Yeah. Well, we haven't
that
got
you
to a
said
silver
not to
key
go
door
through.
yet.
No, you have not.
Yeah, that's right. Endo like taking it upon himself to he would investigate the door. Like would he need to roll anything to see if there's anything to peep through? Or...
Wow.
There's nothing to peep through. It is just a door. If you're going to be touching the door, then it would push open.
Okay, then Endo would politely ask Audrey if he can go past her and go first.
Sure, if you like.
Feeling brave, Endo?
I would rather my friends not die. From the doorway, can I roll perception?
So as
If
you don't need to
anything-
roll perception straight away. As you look in, this is a very large room, and you can see that there are several strands of spider webs all throughout the room. In one corner, over here. Oh no, you can't see me because I'm on the wrong layer. Here.
Yep.
Is a gigantic telescope. Though looking around, you can see no windows, no openings or anything for it to look through. Next to it, you can see on the floor that there are markings of some sort,
Yeah, they look strange.
and all of the walls are covered with kind of weird lines and dots and strange maps that you wouldn't necessarily know what they are unless you have looked more
I have
closely
got-
at them.
I have got calligrapher's supplies. I am proficient in those, I
That
think.
wouldn't give you the understanding of what is
No, I
written
mean
on the wall.
that's a map making thing. So if these are to do with mapping out the sky or something like that, I would know that it's a map, but not obviously
yeah,
that it's the sky.
yeah.
'cause
So you
I'm
know
not
it's a
that-
map,
I'm
but that's
too
what I'm saying.
stupid.
You don't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
without looking more at it what it is.
Right.
And you can see that there is a door here. Across that is actually. Let me just do something here. Slightly open.
Right.
And that is what you can see at the moment.
I would turn to everyone and just say, careful. I think there are spiders in this room. There are spider webs. Endo is going to try and use his stealth to enter the room and see if there is anything else in the room.
Oh no, I've just realised something.
So Endo is going to roll for stealth.
Uh-huh. Are you gonna do your invisible thing because there's nobody here to make the smoke?
Oh!
Yeah, that's what I
I
just
forgot
realised.
that.
Okay, yeah. So you can
Endo's just
stealth
gonna
your way.
sneak in. He's just gonna sneak to here. And if nothing attacks him or tries to eat him or something, he will continue
are
to
sneaky.
sneak towards the door. Yes, just this giant fat sumo on tiptoes.
Seeing Endo enter, I'm going to follow after him again stealthily.
Okay.
So, yeah.
As you peek through there, you can see a spiral staircase leading down. Endo.
Leading up, did you say? Sorry.
Down.
Oh, down.
Jeremy, you're absolutely fine with your stealth, yes. Erdry, are
I
you
mean,
not?
yeah.
Are you just walking in?
I was walking in.
Okay, you are just
Seen
walking
everybody
in.
else walking. He don't
He is
care.
walking in, and boop.
Oh,
And
fuck.
boop.
Boop. No, there's just one boop, not two
No.
boop.
No,
No.
there's 3 boops.
No.
3
No.
boopiness.
I'm still in stealth. No one's seen my boopiness.
They've seen you now. You just didn't
They're
trigger
doing
them. They've
stealth.
seen you now.
Do they
Thank
see
you,
me,
Audrey.
though? That's the question. Do they see me?
Yes. Now that they've been triggered, they see all.
Yeah.
So, what do I need to do? I need to add a turn for that. I need to add a turn for that. To roll those now.
I love how Audrey's been alive for like 100 and odd years, and she's just like, I do not have the patience for this shit.
Yeah, she's
Right.
very,
Ugh.
she's so no nonsense. She's just like, whatever.
Like, if we're gonna fight, let's just get on with it.
She's
Oh,
already
well.
irritated by how everyone was gooing over that child. She's like, ugh, I'm over it, let's go.
Okay, that's everybody, I think. The child is... Ro has kind of shoved the child into the kitchen. So she is going to stay there unless something comes at her. Which hopefully it will not. Okie
And she's
dokie.
still holding that hand axe.
Oh yeah, she's still got one of Ro's hand axes.
Cosme and Duramaya were in stealth, though. Do we perchance maybe get, like, a little
No.
bit of an advantageous, like, slappy attack sort of thing,
I mean, you
like
have
before anybody
advantage. Well, Duramaya has advantage anyway because of his. Because this is the first in a new round of combat.
Yeah.
But
I've
no,
got my
you do not. You
inspiration
were
point
broken
left
out
as
of
well, so,
stealth
yeah.
as soon as the first spider appeared.
What is that?
That is another spider. It's a swarm of spiders.
A swarm? Oh, hell, shit, fuck no. Oh, no.
Language.
Excuse me.
Okay, it is their go first. Boop. I need the character sheet. There we go. How far can they go? 20 feet. Okay. This one.
Oh.
Doggo. I heard a doggo. One's gonna go there.
Hollow like clatters, yeah.
Yeah, I'm so used to it from Merle. Like, that's noises. That one's going to go there. That one's going to attack Endo. So these spiders just start crawling. Like, they crawl along the ceiling and then drop down
Oh, no.
onto Endo.
No.
Start trying to bite at him with a 16 to hit.
That hits. No.
Okay. That is 10 piercing damage as these spiders all fall down onto you and start like biting at you everywhere that they can. They're in your hair. They're kind of crawling down into your nappy and like biting you. Like, you've not had a good day. You've had rats all over you, and now you've got spiders all over you, and the others are making their way towards the door. Gideon.
That's disgusting.
So I'm going to be like, oh, I really hate spiders, and just step into the doorway so that I can at least see the whole room. I am going to spend a sorcery point and do twin spell, and then send 2 firebolts at the little swarms of spiders.
Yeah, okay.
So I'll attack this one first. So that would be my one with advantage.
Advantage, yep.
Oh no.
Just
Oh,
in
wow,
case I
nice.
get the crit. No, I did not.
Okay, yep.
So that one is 7 damage.
Nice, yep. And then the other one?
And then the other one...
Is gonna set fire to Endo.
Is that a nat 1?
Yeah, it
Yeah, I
is.
fucking knew it.
Can you roll a
Excuse my
D100?
language, I knew it.
Can you roll a D100
did-
for me?
Oh my god. Oh my god. You could have used the roll with
57.
advantage on me.
57.
That'd have been nice.
You're actually okay because there's no enemy within range of you. So you got basically it unbalanced you so that one enemy next to you could take a melee attack, but
Right,
you
okay.
don't have one next to you, so that has
Oh, thank
negated
Jesus.
that. Is that everything?
No, I'm obviously gonna
Gonna
hide in the
move,
corner.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, as a fireball goes past Endo's face, you better. Jesus.
Jeremiah.
I am going to just pull out the +1 dagger, realizing it's going to do absolutely pitiful amount of damage to this giant spider beside me. But
So for reference, before you do this, the giant spider is currently on the ceiling. So he hasn't dropped down.
I'm going to jump up and stab it then in that case.
You're gonna jump up and stab. Okay. A 24 hits, yeah?
It's advantage, so do I get the crit? No, I
Oh
don't.
my god, the same again. Okay.
And then 6 damage.
Okie dokie.
And as it's on the ceiling, I'm going to bonus action disengage
Yep.
and shoot the way back to here.
Okie dokie. No. Jeremiah has them all.
Oh.
Endo. You were given the cooking utensils.
Yep. So this one has not dropped down yet.
Nope.
Okay. Then Endo is going to attack a swarm of spiders and just get all slap happy.
Okie dokie.
Unfortunately. Oh wait.
So we're doing
Where's
the
my key
stompy thing.
points? No, I was just looking for my key points at the moment because I just remembered. I think I remembered something. I can't find the damn things. Oh, there
Features
we
and
are.
traits, yeah.
Du-du-du-du-du-du. Right. So, you can spend 1 key point to take the disengage or dash action as a bonus action on
Okay.
your turn, and your jump distance is doubled for the turn. So, I am going to use my 2 attacks, then use a key point to step of the wind my big chunky butt
Yep.
out of there.
Okie dokie.
Um,
On the little spiders, yeah.
on the yeah, I'm just going to slap the hell out of those things
Okie dokie.
because I've got a sneaking suspicion a slap on the other thing won't work just yet.
Yep, that is a hit, yeah.
Okay, that's a hit. Don't know why it came through like that. That was weird.
Okie dokie, yep.
And then
And second
the
attack.
next one.
That's a hit.
And for damage.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, so basically he's just going to happy slap the hell out of him and then
Yeah.
action disengage
Smacking him
and
kind of,
jump.
because obviously they're climbing on him, so I guess he's kind of half hitting himself, really, like
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
so he's squashing spiders
He's
onto
just
him.
panicking.
Yeah.
He's just panicking.
Stamping on a
Yes,
few that he
things.
can see on the floor. Manages to get quite a few of them actually. and then obviously it runs the hell away.
And then he runs like 10 feet and then leaps
Mm-hmm.
and lands next to Duramiah with an almighty crash of thunder. The ground will shake when Chonky lands. So, yeah.
Okay.
And I'd just like to say on an OC note that Endo does not like things that crawl or that creep. Okay?
Okay.
Or in swarm.
Yeah, swarms.
Yes,
He's very
anything
unlucky
that's
with
a swarm.
swarms.
He is used to fighting swarms of dwarfs or orcs
Okay.
or, that's fine.
So this is going to go to here, drop down, and is going to attempt to bite Airdrie with its whatever they're called that spiders have.
Mandibles.
Mandibles.
that's very smart scientific and pincers.
With a 12 to hit, I am assuming
That does
is
not
not
hit.
a hit.
No. Snips past her hair.
Yeah, so she's going to duck out the way as it kind of comes down. I mean, it's big enough. She's able to dodge it. And that is that. Ro is going to barrel her way through. She's not even going to ask permission. She's just like, move! She comes through to here. Pulls. Is she going to do it? Sod it. She's going to do it. She is... Yeah, so as she kind of runs through, she lets out this God Almighty, like, scream that almost deafens people as she's pulling this, like, great axe from her back. And she's like, "Rah!" as she comes through, as she hits her rage. So she is about to whoop some ass. I need to roll for her wild magic. Because for those that do not know... Ro is a wild magic barbarian, so we are about to see some random thing happen. Let us roll a d8. That is a 5.
The flavor is awesome.
Okay. Yeah, so as she kind of does this, anybody that's looking at her would see it's almost like this force field kind of appears around her. That's kind of shimmering slightly. You obviously can't tell what it does currently, but it looks as if she's got something kind of around her now. And then she is going to whack this bastard with
language.
With her great axe.
It's Ro language, it's fine.
It is. That is a hit. Yes, it is. Rah! Not the best hit, but it is a hit anyway. And that is her go. So you've just got a very angry looking, like, it's almost like she hasn't grown, but just because of how she's holding herself, it looks as if she's bigger and she's kind of like more orcish now, I guess. So she's like growling and like she's looking quite scary, really. Airdrie.
Airdrie's going to move, as she's moving sideways, she's going to pull out her new sword and short sword, but going to move one square over first, and then slash at said spider with new sword, and going for trying to use one of the key features thingy.
Yep. Nice.
Does that hit? Cool.
That
on top of
hit.
on
so
top
that
of that,
hang on, what is that? 18 damage. Yeah, because you're doing your
well,
radiant.
Yep, and on top of that, she is
You don't
going
need
to.
it. You don't need it.
Oh, like that.
Don't need it for that.
Brah!
Yeah.
She
so
slides
Ro
over
kind of,
it.
yeah, Ro's looking at you like.
Looks at Bro. I just with the scimitar just skewers in, lunging up underneath, but no, its head up into its brain from below.
Okie dokie. I need to roll something. Is that everything on your turn?
No, she'll have, and then pulling out a dagger because that's one of the benefits of her thing. It counts as the one in the one movement. Launching it across at these guys. Will a dagger make it that far? Let's check out. What's the range?
Could do.
60 feet throwing, that's plenty of
Yeah.
space.
Yes. Endo says yes.
Yeah, and launching a dagger across at that. Spiders, because this is likely to hit.
Mm-hmm. No.
It is spiders.
Yeah.
Just
You
go
have
straight through the
advantage on your first round of attacks.
No, I didn't do the training room. I was
No,
attuning.
yeah. He wasn't.
Oh, right.
Okie dokie. So that is everything, yes?
That is everything, yes.
Okie dokie. So, my little spidery people. 5, 10, 15, 20 to there. Oh, Endo.
Oh bollocks!
Poor Endo. Oh, it's okay. They missed. So they attempted to swarm on you again. You've got wise to this, right? You've been swarmed on one too many times. And you managed to kind of like jump back a little bit, and they miss as they're kind of trying to jump for you. And that is them done. Gideon, yeah.
I'm. Oh God, I hope I don't get in that one.
Oh no!
I'm just gonna throw a fireball at this one.
Yep. It's fine. Rotates less damage. It's fine. Although not from a fireball. Yes, that is fine. That hits. These fireballs are really hitting today, aren't they?
Sizzling.
Just 4 damage.
Yep. So you managed to burn some of them. There's very few of that like swarm left now.
And then I'll just tuck myself back in the corner. That's me.
Okie dokie. Jeremiah.
Realizing that Endo's kind of been the punching bag for a fair few rooms now, I'm going to half guiltily hand him a potion of healing from the kitchen that I picked up earlier, and then turn around and using using one of my my bonus actions, I'm just going to simply short sword the guys in front of Endo.
Yep.
And
the swarm here.
attack him.
Yep. Okie dokie.
This is 10 hit.
It does not, unfortunately, no. So obviously it's kind of hard to hit like spiders with a short sword, right? So you're kind of like swinging it around, but they're managing just to scurry out of the way of that.
Okay.
Is that everything?
And I my turn.
Yeah. Okie. Endo.
Okay. Endo would like look at Jeremiah and be like, "Thank you, Jeremiah. I needed this." And then he's gonna take the potion, which is it a 1d8?
It is, let me tell you, a 2d4 plus 2.
Right. 2d4 plus 2. There we go. So.
Oh no!
Ooh.
Oh wow!
That would be 4 health points there.
That is sucky, that isn't it?
Well, we were
every little helps.
We built Endo to be a what is it? A tank, and he's doing well. So right, I was just looking. Where the hell's it gone now? I've lost it. I really need to start getting
Yeah, we need to work on a different sheet for you.
A different sheet for me, because my brain just does not work well with these at all, and it just slows everything down for everybody, and it's not fair. Right, well, I don't need that. I don't need that. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to attack the one directly, the swarm
Yep.
directly in front of me, and then I'm going to use a key bonus point to give me patient defense. So
Okay.
I will basically have a dodge action as a bonus action against any attack next turn.
Right. Okay. Yep.
I think that's what it is.
Okay.
Let
So
me just,
Roy,
patient defense. You can spend 1 key point to take the dodge action as a bonus action on your turn. So
on this turn then.
I thought there was a reaction one that I had though that did the same thing.
Don't have your character.
Not
sheet
yet,
open.
I don't think.
Oh,
Yeah, it
God,
might be
I can't
later on.
find it. Oh, I'm really annoyed.
If you dodge now, it means every time you get attacked until your next go, they've got disadvantage to hit you.
Oh, there we go then.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, that's that. I knew that. That's
So you're
what it
dodging
did.
this
Thank you.
this time, not next round, not next thing. You're dodging now.
So yeah, like if it attacks me, basically, I'll dodge it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't actually know. No, sod it. I don't even know how it works, so I can't be bothered. I'm just slowing everything up, and it's just pissing me off. So excuse my language. I'm just going to use unarmed strike and attack it, and it's just annoying me as this now.
That is a miss.
I'll go again.
That is a hit.
And then I will use Flurry of Blows
Okay.
for a key point.
That's a miss.
Yep, typical.
You get 2 blue blows attacks.
Yeah, you get another one.
Do I?
Mm-hmm. It's a miss as well.
Oh yeah, that's why we built Endo like that. So he gets basically like 4 attacks, doesn't he?
At this point, yeah, and then
Sorry, it's just because I play a monk in the other campaign. You can't do the bonus action on arm strike if you're going to flurry of blows. So you get 3 at the moment, and then when you get to level 5, you can do 2 attacks per action. So then you get 4.
Ah.
Endo's built differently. No, because
Is
we
he?
did him as a sumo, Lynn, if you remember. Yeah, because this is what I was saying to you when we built his sheet. And I think that's why everybody else is having a bit of difficulty. If we share his sheet after this session, then they will understand why Endo basically gets his hit, then his bonus hit, then his 2 flurry of blows. Because we built him like
we
an
built him
actual
so that he could
sumo
end
where
up
he
with
slaps
5.
like crazy.
Yeah, we have built
exactly,
him so he'll end up with 5 hits rather than 4.
So that I think that's why like Han and Dom and Roz have a hard time understanding Endo, and it's like it's a bit difficult for us too because we end up going, wait a minute, a monk can do this, but
Yeah,
oh no, wait,
so
we built him like
either
this.
way, those have missed.
Yeah.
So I'm just worried. I'm conscious of the time, and we've still got other stuff
No,
to
that's
do.
fine.
So I
That's
don't
it.
wanna
That's
be,
my turn. Yeah.
Too long.
No, that's my turn.
Right. Ro is still raging. She is going to turn her attack on this one. Oh, she gave her hand axe away. Bastard. That is irritating.
That's why they like children.
Goddamn child. So.
Yes, 2 hand axes.
Pardon?
She has 2 hand axes.
I know, but she can't. A great axe is a 2-handed weapon, so she can't
No.
weapon fight with one hand axe. She need for her to do a 2-weapon fight, she needs both hand axes. So she is just gonna have to go with her great axe. Yeah, that's dead.
That's a hardship, isn't it? I'm going to use a great axe to kill spiders.
I know, it's very irritating. And then she is going to step up to this one in an attempt to stop it moving past her. Boom. Can people tell me their passive perceptions? Ro is at 10, so she hears nothing. She is deaf. Endo, what is your passive perception, please?
14.
Jeremiah and Airdrie?
13.
I am the same as Endo, 14.
Okay, Endo and Jeremiah, you both hear, coming from down here, you both hear a kind of almost booming voice that's got a very sinister tone to it. and it says, "I will be up in just a moment." And you can hear thumping on the staircase. Airdrie. Oh, in fact, no. The two people that heard it, can you make wisdom saving throws for me, please?
Okay.
That's my worst. That's my worst one. Come on,
That's
roll
one of
it.
my better ones.
I failed it.
Oh my god, and that one. Oh wow.
You
You
both failed it.
are both frightened. Until...
Oh, but great. Just
Oh,
what I was
You were frightened for 1
can
minute.
Can I use my last inspiration to roll that again?
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
This is where you get like
This is
lower.
where you get
if
another nat
possible.
one. Yeah, it always
You
happens.
still
with me.
fail, unfortunately.
Shit. This is just not my game. Swan.
So you were also frightened. Airdrie.
Oh.
Thankfully, you're a bit deaf, as is Rose,
yeah.
so they didn't hear that.
I'm just narrow-minded focused. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, just going to come over next to Ro and swat at these things with. Let's go the short sword first. Splat.
Yeah, so I don't know how you do this with a short sword. Maybe you just
like blade side down. She just like pulls finger on the top of the blade and pulls it back like tension, and there's a swing forward and goes splat on the ground.
Nice, and just splats these spiders into spider jam on the floor.
Yes, it is.
Is that everything on your turn? Because we are staying in initiative.
Well, yeah, because she wouldn't have heard.
You haven't heard any, so you and Ro are kind of like,
she's like, oh, everything's dead. This is great. So she's going to wander over and have a look at this telescopy thing.
Okie
dokie. Adri, what you doing?
We are in initiative order, so you cannot speak to Adri at the moment until your turn.
Oh.
Are you wanting to actually look properly at that, or are you looking into
As
it?
in, not through it. No,
not through it. Okay.
No, I'm not going to look through it.
Okay. So
I'm just going to look at it from the outside. There, look at it.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't be able to really investigate because I've had my go.
Yeah. So
I
it's
just
a telescope.
moved over to be near it.
Okay.
For now.
Gideon, you did not hear anything either. So as far as you are concerned, it is done. Combat is over. You have killed the spidery things. You are still restricted to your movement speed, though.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna just go to there and be like, "Is that it? Did we get them all?" And just sort of be like looking around the room to see if I can see anything else.
Okay, you can roll me a perception if you want to.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can hear stomping from this area. And you have now obviously seen everything that everybody else saw when they came into the room. So you can see the telescope over here by Airdrie and this weird like circle that looks obviously magical to you. Straight away you would know that that's some sort of magical like symbol on the floor there. But you cannot see any other enemies currently.
Okay, I will use the rest of my movement then to head towards the symbol because I would want to see if I could work out what it was. So I was there. So 5, 10. Press the wrong thing. 15, 20, 25. So yeah, I'll just go to there and then that's me.
Okie dokie. Jeremiah, you are frightened, but you have heard something.
Yeah, I'm gonna share a glance with Endo in that worried sort of, great, what do we do? At the same time, I pass him another potion of healing, and I'm just gonna aim my longbow at that door.
Yeah.
And just be ready just to fire at anything I see that appears there.
Okie dokie. Endo?
Endo, with his 6 seconds of communication, because he's still in initiative and the other people don't realize that they are, is going to be like, "Everybody, Audrey, there's something coming. Did you not hear it? We're in danger. There's still danger." And he's going to take his medicine, which is a 2d4 plus 2, you said,
Yep.
Doromaya? Yeah.
Yep.
God help me. Oh, that's a bit better.
There we
That's
go.
a bit better. That's a bit better. 10 points
10
will do
more.
me. Yeah. Oh, that's much better. That's much better. And he is going to do something similar to. Let me just do that. He is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to move to. Yeah, he's going to move to here.
No.
Sorry, what? No?
You're frightened.
Oh, yeah, I can't move closer towards
You can't
it, can
move closer to the thing that frightened you. And obviously
Yeah,
it's in
yeah.
that direction, so.
Okay,
Can't do
then
that.
I'm going to.
You can,
I will use the dodge thing. Yeah, so now I can use that, I think.
So yeah, so you can basically you're using that so that when if it attacks you,
Yeah,
it's
I
a
can dodge.
disadvantage. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it just says dodge. I don't know if it's. Is that disadvantage, Han?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that is.
if anything that attacks you before your next go has disadvantage on the attack.
Yep.
Right, because that's the thing. It's still a thing that's for a monk. It's just it's worded in a different way. That's why it's slightly different. So that's why I
Not
was
for
getting
that.
confused.
That is just a monk
Is it
trait.
not?
Yeah, that's not to do
Oh,
with your
right,
wave
right.
tsunami. That is just a monk feature.
Oh, right. That's why I was probably getting confused.
Yeah. So the thing is,
just the sheet layout.
it's a subclass, so you still have everything that a monk
Yeah.
has. It's just you sometimes have extra things built in. So like the extra attack and things like that to
Yeah, it's every
make
couple of
more
levels I
sense.
get extra things,
Yeah.
don't I? Yeah. Okay, yeah, so I've used a key point to basically dodge the first attack that comes Endo's way.
Okay.
And
If
obviously
an
with
attack
his
comes
6
to-
seconds, he's warned everybody else about the danger.
Yeah. So just out of interest for Rose's reaction, did you point towards where the danger was, or
Yes,
did you?
yes,
Yeah,
I
okay.
did. Yeah, Endo definitely pointed, like worried, like shaking his
Okey-dokey.
hand, pointing in that direction.
Okie dokie. So Ro is still raging, but kind of turns to look at you as you're kind of going, "There's more danger. There's more danger." Ro is like, "Rah!" and like moves towards the doorway and like pulls it open, because it was still slightly shut. She is going to pull it open, and ready in action to attack anything that comes through the door, which is handy because I'm on the wrong layer. This appears, if anybody can see that.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh.
Okay.
But before we progress on, just out of interest, watching Ro rage and everything, would this trigger any memories of going, this looks familiar? I feel like I've seen someone rage like this before.
So if we're referring to Eckhart is actually a paladin. He does not have the ability to rage.
Okay.
What I would say,
ignore that though. Yep.
is that you probably, being that you've been with Ro for a little while now, she has mannerisms that are very, very similar to somebody you have met before. She is very angry currently, so she's not normally. She's just like, whatever, like she's quite laid back.
Well, that's what I thought. I was waiting until she raged. I thought, I feel like when she got into proper battle, because she hasn't done that yet. So
exactly,
far.
Yeah. So
now she's raged. I'm like, this looks familiar.
Yeah, exactly. So in terms of her, obviously the ability of rage, he doesn't have. But the look that she has on her face, obviously they are family. They look similar anyway. But as she's raging and you're kind of looking at her, you are kind of going, she looks very familiar to something. You're like, who the hell does she remind me of? Because you've never met Ro before, right? So you're like, what is going on here? But you would definitely now have started to recognize her almost, but obviously not
Yeah.
recognize her. You're just trying to
I was definitely waiting for
piece it
a
together.
row rage before
Yeah,
I
a
did
row
anything.
rage.
I was like, and I knew it was going to be. I was like, Ro has to rage at some point,
Of
so I'll wait until
course.
she's raged until I question.
Yeah.
Right, cool.
Okay. So, Ro has kind of run towards this door, pulled it open. She's like raging. As she does, this creature appears at the top of the stairs. Ro is immediately going to make her readied action attack to hit it in the face, which she has done. So anybody that can see, I'm guessing, Jeremiah, you can see it, right?
Yeah, nice and clearly.
So you see Ro pull this great axe, kind of slam it. She's going like an overhead throw, like slams it into its chest and rips it out again. As you're kind of looking at it, you would be thinking, yeah, that's gonna hurt it. It's almost as if it's barely touched it, like, and it's not that it's doing less damage necessarily. It has carved into it, but you get the impression this is a strong creature that she's fighting for that kind of impact. From a raging half orc to barely scratch it, you're like, yeah, okay, that is a strong creature.
With a +9 to hit as well, Jesus.
It is
And
then going to attack.
I have a ready action.
Yes, you do. Yeah, do your ready action.
So
it was a longbow attack, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, 19.
A 19 does hit. Yep.
For 9, and as Rose in range, sneak for another 4.
Yeah, so again, you kind of fire off this arrow, and your aim is true, right? Your aim hits it. This arrow embeds quite deep into it, but it's like this creature doesn't even flinch. It's like it's barely even.
The mosquito bite.
It isn't his turn, Endo. This is a readied action, so he will next time. Oni is then going to make his attacks on Ro. Please don't kill her. So that is a. Oh my god. Okay. That hits, the other one doesn't, so one of them hits. Okay, now her wild magic is going to come into play here, because she has got something. Okay, so you see this creature swipe at Ro with two, claws. It, swipes with one claw, swipes with the other one. Hits her with the first one, but she manages to kind of regain a composure and dodge out of the second one. As it makes contact with the first one, though, you kind of notice that it's almost like this force field around Ro kind of explodes out towards it, and it clearly hurts it in some way, even if it's only a small way. And that is his go, because he can't move because of Ro. Edry. So you can hear this fighting. You see Ro obviously flailing around and some claws randomly out the doorway.
So Edry's going to run to here. Use her short sword to attempt to, hopefully in one swipe, cleave off one of the mandible pincer things.
Of the big spider?
Of the big spider.
Okay,
and then...
Okay, yeah, roll to hit, I guess. I'm so intrigued about what's going to happen here.
Well, because, alright, let's see. So,
you've definitely cleaved that.
Definitely cleaved it off.
Thing off.
And then grabbing the pincer like a dagger, she's now throwing it through the doorway, hoping to hit this thing with the hopefully desired goal that the poisons would be on the pincers from that spider to poison this thing.
Okay, I like. Yeah, okay. Right. Roll to hit again.
Yeah.
So do it as if it's a dagger, I guess. Just we'll not do the damage from the dagger. We'll do the damage from the actual thing if it
Okay.
hits.
Let me do that then. Let's go.
And let's hope you don't get a nat 1 and poison roll.
I know. It was the only thing I was thinking.
A
Does a
15 does
hit?
not hit.
Oh, damn it.
And you don't. Do you? No, you didn't eat, did you? So you don't have inspiration or anything to add to that.
No.
Oh,
No.
if only the kitty cat was here with his bardic inspiration, that could have helped there. Yeah. So unfortunately, you don't manage to. You kind of throw it, but it just manages to dodge out the way, and it like clatter. You hear it like clattering down the stairs, I guess. Is that everything?
And I'll move back one,
Okay,
and then that'll finish my go.
Okay, Gideon.
Okay, so I figure this is do or die time, so I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, so I can see the
I
thing.
thought she was making her way out the door, just like, this is do or die
Do or
time.
die, I'm
Guys,
out.
I'm running. Goodbye.
And I'm going to use my last 2 sorcery points to do quickened spell, which means that a spell that usually takes an action to cast, I can make it a bonus action.
Okay.
So I'm going to make Chaos Bolt a bonus action.
Right.
And I'm going to cast it at 2nd level. Please, for the love of God, hit. Because this is an expensive move. Yes.
That definitely
Surely
hits.
that hits.
That
Yeah.
definitely hits.
Okay, so it's 2nd level, so that is 2d8 and 2d6.
Nice.
Let me just check what kind of damage it is. 5 or 6. I'm gonna make it poison damage.
Okie doke.
It's 19 poison damage.
All right. Yeah. So, yeah, you connect with that. You can tell that as this kind of bolt connects with it, it does do some damage. Like you can tell it kind of like it's almost like the creature like doubles over for a second, but then stands back up again and kind of like does a bit of a grin. But it's almost like you can tell it's like trying to play it off, but it actually did the full damage, so it's not resistant to anything that you just did.
And then so that was my bonus action, so
Yep.
then I can still do a cantrip for an action, so I'm gonna just follow it up with a firebolt for good measure.
All right then.
23.
That hits. Oh, I'm fire today. Well, we
I
literally.
know. Yeah.
Literally.
Oh, only 2
Oh,
damage though.
okay. Well, you know what? At least it hit. So
that is true.
that's
I
good.
hardly hit it. I feel like this is making up for it.
Seems that Gideon's bolts seem to be more accurate than anything else at the moment.
Okay. Is that everything? Yeah.
That's it.
Jeremiah. Remember? You can do your save now if you want to try and break out of the frightened effect, or you cannot if you don't want to.
Yeah, I'll do that, and then.
So that's a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, that was so close to a nat 20.
No.
Literally, it was just the opposite next space. It just rolled too far.
That's so upsetting. Yeah, so that was a fail, unfortunately.
And before I let it out the room, which is part of my plan,
Okay. I
due
like
to
the
being
plan.
frightened, I'm going to snap off a last-ditch longbow shot.
Yep.
Quite literally, just snap it off. A 21 hit it.
Absolutely, yes, it does.
Why is it when I'm in my most frightened state?
Yeah, when you should be like shaking and like missing every shot.
And I'll sneak attack in as well, and then I'm going to be really cheeky and probably annoy the entire party here, but I'm moving 10 to the west because I'm bonus action dashing.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, you just see me just straight out of the room, straight
Okay.
back there.
Just legging it. Just like, no, I've had enough of this. No. Okay. Endo.
Okay. Endo will do his wisdom save
Yep.
because Endo is very wisdomous,
Very wisdomous.
very very legitimately wisdomous.
That is a legitimate fail.
Of course it is. Of course it is. So yeah, Endo cannot do anything. He's just gonna stand there with his 6 seconds of communication and just be like, Endo scared. What do we do? And that's it.
Okay, okay. Ro is very angry and she is going. Oh, she's gonna do something a little bit silly, I think. Where is my... Oh my god, why is it doing this to me? Yeah, so she is going to... She's gonna reckless attack.
Ooh.
So that she gets advantage on this roll. It's a good job she did that, because otherwise that would have been a miss. With the 14 potentially, and that is nice. Yeah, so as Ro is still raging, she swings this axe again and gouges a massive chunk out of its side. Like, she is pretty angry now, because obviously it tried to hurt her. And she's kind of still growling, and Airdrie, you would still be recognizing her. You'd still be like, my god, she is very familiar to me. That is the end of her. I know there's downsides, it's fine, because of a wild magic there is a slight protection there anyway. The Oni is going to... So this like gouge that she's just caused in the side of the Oni, you, as anybody who is looking at it, would see at the start of his turn, it starts to heal up. The one that she just caused. And it is then going to... Right, I hate this. 20 foot. How far away are people? Oh, they're way too far for that to be any... Oh no. Of a point you choose within range. Okay. I'm then going to roll. Oh wow, that is shocking. That does nothing. So the Oni does not attack Ro this time. It's almost as if it's concentrating, and the people within 20 feet of this point here, you feel like this wave of something kind of like go over you, as if a spell has been tried to be cast, but it has zero effect on you. You managed to just shake it off. And Airdrie, back to you.
Oh crap!
What?
Yeah. Oh, I just got attacked by Daddy Longlegs.
I don't think that's physically possible.
You weren't there, man. It was like Vietnam. Shut up.
Okay. Airdrie.
Oh.
It's a daddy long legs.
Yes, well, it wasn't on you. It was on me.
Okay. Quick double dagger attack.
Okay.
Double throw. Let's hit him hard and fast. Let's see what happens.
Nice, nice. One hit, one miss.
For the first one that hit,
Mm-hmm.
can I add a psychic energy, psychic strike
Yep.
onto that to add an additional 1d6 plus 1? So another 5 on top of that. So then that
Okay.
would have been 11 for that attack.
Yep. Okie dokie. I assume that's everything unless you're moving.
I might move. No. No, I'm going to stay next to Gideon. So where I am. And I hope that Rose can handle herself.
Mm-hmm. Okie dokie. Gideon.
I am going to use my last second level spell to do Chaos Bolt again. Please
Okey-dokey.
hit. Oh no, that's not going to hit.
No, that's not a hit, unfortunately.
Okay, and then I will start scooting away. I'm going to go up here to this interesting looking telescope,
Okey-dokey.
and that's my go.
All right. Jeremy.
So this would be an interesting shot with a longbow.
What's the range on your longbow?
I've got over my max range is 600 feet, so I'm well within range. 150 feet to 600 is the longbow's range,
Okay, yeah.
so well within range.
That'll be
It's
a nat
just
1.
at 12. I'm just going to say that as my arm's shaking, it just floods into the doorpost here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can make your wisdom save if you want to.
I would love to, because I would love to not be threatened anymore. No.
You're not having much luck with that.
This time, I'm not going to action dash in. I'm just going to stand my ground as much as I can. No, I'm not in the
I'm
same
going to
room.
stand my ground all this way away from it. Okie dokie.
Hey, I could do another 60 feet, which would get me a long way from it. But
Yeah, you could just leave. You could just be like, you know what? We thought Gideon was going to be the one to run away. Wrong. It's me. Goodbye. Okie dokie. Endo.
Okay, Endo, even though he's supposed to be very bloody wisdomous, but he's not, he's going to try again.
Yay!
Is Endo free? Is Endo free
Endo
of the
is
nonsense?
free of the scaredness.
Okay then. Endo is...
Wisdomous.
How many am I away? 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Oh, yeah, okay. So yeah, can I grapple this creature?
No.
No, I already know I can't. I was just thinking, level 6, level 7. Oh hell yeah, I would have been able to, but not right now.
No, it's massive.
it's a size or two larger than you, I think. And
Don't know you couldn't.
I would have tried. Level 7, I would have tried.
You would have wasted a turn.
I don't care. I don't care.
Okay, what are you doing?
Well, I want to get further forward, but I don't want to block the doorway. So I can't really stand here because it could potentially get me shot in the back of the head. And I don't want to stand here because that's going to get me chopped in the back of the head. So, I mean, sod it, I'm going to have to. So he's going to just dash straight to here.
Mm-hmm.
And he is going to use one of his key abilities. Yeah, so I'm going to use patient defense. Oh no, wait, I've got that other one. Where is it? Where is it? Ah, there we are. Oh no, I can't use that because I've used more than 5 feet. So yeah, I'm going to use 1 key point for patient defense and dodge any attack that comes toward me.
Yep.
From that thing there. Because I've only charged forward with my actual distance that I can travel. I hadn't action dashed. I can still ready in action. Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, I'll just ready in action to hit this guy if he attacks me, but my sentinel will engage if it attacks Ro. So that's me done.
Okay. So you're ready in an action to attack him rather than attacking him.
Oh yeah, what am I thinking?
Yeah,
Sorry.
I was like, I mean, you can
No.
ready. You're just like, I'm a
Oh,
pacifist, so I'm not gonna hit you first.
always
Okay.
pacifist.
If you hit me, I'll hit you, but otherwise, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna.
he's going to go in with his 2 unarmed strikes that he gets normally. Did that hit?
No.
Okay, and then he's going to go in with his next one. He's a bit winded, so that's probably why I missed that one.
That also is a miss.
Yeah, it's still winded. Still winded.
Very winded.
Yeah, Endo is very windy.
Mhm.
That's it.
Okay. Okay. Ro is just going to bash it because that is what she did. Not with. No, she didn't reckless attack that time. I just forgot to turn the toggle off. But either way, it's a 19. So yeah, she smashed the hell out of that one. Yeah, so Ro again, especially Endo, might be a bit scared actually. She lets out this really loud, like roar, as she brings this axe straight down into his face, and kind of like cuts almost half of his face off.
Nice.
And then as she pulls it back, she roars again and like almost like stamps her foot as if she's like, "Yeah, come at me, bro." And that is her go. He is going to then. I think Gideon might be safe from this one, you know, because of where she's gone.
That's not what I want to hear. I don't want to hear that.
Well, she's not actually.
Oh,
Boo.
I didn't mean it in that way, Han. I'm sorry.
Can everybody in the room, so not Jeremiah, who is best off and
not
is like
again.
miles away. I think, yeah. Can you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
I am screwed.
Ooh, actually, hang on. I need to do
Wonders
something else with
damage.
my little Oni person. As the people that can see, bear in mind that Endo and Ro are both stood in the way now. Endo, you see his face start to heal up again.
Wait a minute though. Do I get a dodge? Do I get to dodge his magic attack, or
It's a
or is it
saving
only through
throw.
physical?
Yeah, you can't really, because you're making a saving throw, so it's not an attack.
Oh right, yeah. This is an
Yeah,
Andrew
yeah,
situation.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not.
Moving on. That's absolutely fine.
Okay, so Gideon has failed that. Endo has failed that. Adri has succeeded. Ro is going to make it
Thunderous
now.
damage.
Oh my god, what?
Wow.
What? Okay, she
Does
failed
Ro
too.
have inspiration at all?
She does not. So
She had a bite of my food on the way on the car. I let her have a bite of my food.
nice try.
She has inspiration.
Nice try.
Because Endo shares his food, Ro.
Well, you know what? Ro doesn't. Get over it. Move on with your life. Boom. Let's roll. Level that. Who failed?
This is gonna be
Everyone but
painful.
Adri, I think.
Can everybody
Everyone but
take
Adri and
Well, can everybody but Airdrie take 28 cold damage, please?
All right,
out.
you're gonna have to. You're gonna have
Um,
to edit this. So I'm just gonna say this out loud now. Fuck me.
Yeah.
That
And
has.
Airdrie, can you take half of that damage, please?
So what was the total?
28.
The total was 28, so you're taking 14.
14. Yeah.
Yeah. Ro is going.
Oh, wow.
to be
Everyone's still alive.
very sad.
Yeah,
No.
Endo's up.
I'm not up.
Ro is taking the full damage because her rage does not protect her from that.
Endo's winded. Endo is very winded. And the med packs that weren't divvied out have pissed off over 100 feet away. Maybe next time, OC Dom,
Enough.
hand them puppies out. Yeah?
And we're back to Airdrie.
Am I on mute?
You are not
No,
on mute.
good. Excellent. She, round 2, going to try to attempt to cut off the other
Okay, yeah, roll to
piercing
hit.
thing. I'm in the wrong setting. Hang on.
Yep, that is successful. You cut it off.
Alright, and now she's going to run over, push through these guys, and get to the front. Like, would she fit there?
There, maybe? Yes.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yep.
And try to stab this tusk thing, poisoned, hopefully,
Okay,
into
so
this thing.
roll to hit as if you're rolling with your dagger, stabbing, and then we will do the damage based on the sheet I have in front of me. Okay, so that is a hit. So can you roll me 1d10? Oh no! Oh no! Okay, so that is 3 piercing damage. That is unlucky, isn't it? And then, can you roll me? On a fail save, takes poison damage. Okay, yeah. So roll me 4d8 because it's going to take poison damage no matter what, and then I need to do a save
4d8.
to try and save myself from this.
Nice rolling that.
Okay, so that was a nat 20. So it takes half of that damage.
Oh,
Damn
wow.
you.
It is still taking damage though.
7.
7, yeah.
We
Okay.
need to set this thing on fire.
Yeah, so it's looking actually pretty ropey now. Like you stab that into it, you can see where you've kind of stabbed the whatever we're calling it, pincer, mandible, whatever, into it.
Shithead.
The skin around it, it's kind of discoloring and things, so you can tell obviously this poison is like spreading through its system. It's possibly not as effective as you wanted it to be because obviously it's not coming with the force of a spider biting down into it, but it has still had an effect. Is that everything from your go?
Yep, she will now stand here, support for her troops.
Okie dokie. Gideon, you are on your... Oh, you've done it already. Okay. Thank you for that. And Jeremy.
I'm going to hopefully pass my wisdom save this time round.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm going to take that first. And a 19.
You are
Please
no
say
longer
that's fine.
afraid.
Hallelujah. So, now I'm going to dash back into the room. And as I run in past the door, I am firing off a longbow shot, just for rule of cool at the moment. Does a 16 hit?
It does.
9 damage
Nice.
plus sneak for an extra 3.
Yeah, this creature is looking very, very ropey now. Is that everything?
That is, yeah, because I bonus
because you
action
dashed
dashed
in.
in.
Yeah. Endo.
Is the thing that Audrey, the pincer or the mandible, is that still stuck in this guy?
Yes, I guess so. I am going to say though, any poison that was left on it has been used up now.
Yeah, no.
Because obviously the
I was
spider
gonna-
generates the poison, so there would have been some left
Yeah.
on it when he stabbed it in. But if you were going to
It's
try
not
and
attached to the gland.
if you were going to try and like hammer it in again, do the same damage, it wouldn't have the poison. It'd only have the piercing.
No,
damage.
yeah, that's what I was gonna go for. I was gonna try and grab it using maybe a strength and try and shove it all the way through.
Yeah, so that'll do just the piercing damage if you want to try and do that. So just roll to hit as if you're doing your unarmed, because I guess you're kind of like, say, bashing it like into it further.
Yeah.
And then we'll just roll the damage as this pincer rather than your actual damage.
Because Endo would have noticed that,
is a
like you
miss,
said,
unfortunately.
it's. Well, I'll try again.
Okay,
'Cause
okay.
I've got it. If that's okay with you.
That is a hit. Yep. So if you roll 1d10 for me.
Okay, I'll roll a 1d10 on here.
Oh my sweet Jesus. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, then that one king strikes again.
Well, it wasn't a nat one.
Well, no, but it was close.
Okay, yeah, this creature is now barely standing. Like, you've kind of jammed this, like, pincer thing even further into its arm. So it's kind of, like, almost all the way through. You can see the, like, sharp part coming through the other side. And it's looking very ropey. So that was, yep. Is that everything, or...?
No, with my last key point, I mean, I'm almost hanging out of my ass here anyway. And it's in the fray of battle, so he's just going to do it. He's just going to start laying into him with punches and like overarm swings, slaps,
okay, so flurry of
everything.
blows, yeah.
Yeah.
That is a hit. You do not need to roll damage.
Oh.
So how are you finishing this creature?
Basically like the guard with Duramiah. So he's just punching and punching and punching at his face, like trying to put his fist through the head. An Endo signature move there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you managed to... You're like punching and punching and punching with this thing that was already kind of on its last legs, right? It was like already struggling, and one of your punches just literally like Kia straight through, punches through the skull, comes out the back, and when you pull your hand back, it's got like all brains and things on it.
Yep, Endo signature move right there.
Okay,
there we go.
You are out of combat.
I'd like to jump over the spider and cast Cure Wounds on Gideon.
Okie doke. Yep.
Whew. Oh, good.
To see if that doesn't work, I have potions I can back it up with.
Mm-hmm.
Because Duramiah was so far away, I was actually considering that on my turn. I was thinking, right, I've only got a little bit of health left. If I run to Gideon to try and do a medicine check to stabilize her, is this gonna kill me when I run after over there with the disengage?
Yeah, 6 healing for you, Gideon.
Thank you. Gideon, like, your eyes flutter open. You're laid on the floor looking at the ceiling of this room.
Just like, is it dead?
I think so.
Endo killed it. It's dead.
Endo, I got something for you, mate.
Did you bring snacks?
Something better than snaps.
Okay.
Knives.
Oh, when Audrey said that, Endo turns to her and says, Audrey, don't forget that knife you threw.
And simply, he's going to hand the last 2 health potions over to Endo and, like, just drink these down, mate. You need
Both.
more than I do.
I'm probably not going to need both, but I'll drink one. I'll drink one.
I'm giving you both, mate.
Yeah. So you can
It's
just put one in your pack or whatever if you're not going to use it now, because you
yeah,
are obviously
yeah.
on
'Cause I
very low
was
health compared to what your full health is.
yeah. So I'll take one.
Just see what it
So
gives you.
2d4 plus 2. So that's giving me 6. For the moment, I'll live with that. Because obviously, if anybody else gets injured that's a bit more squishier than me, I don't want to be
Okay.
responsible for them dying.
Okie dokie.
I just smile a bit there and go, an elf is not dead. Unique, eh?
Well, there's a first for everything. And she's put in the, like, you notice that she kind of, like, she's obviously out of rage now, so she's kind of, like, not shrunk, but again, she doesn't look quite as menacing as she did before, as she's kind of putting the great axe back on her back. Kind of, like, stretching a little bit, you know, cracking her neck, like, getting more comfortable again.
Han, how winded is Gideon?
Yeah, I haven't got much health.
Well, in case we find something else that's attacking us, just OC, are you more of a rangedy person than a, like, you know, toe-to-toe person? I'll leave the decision up to you. Do you want to have the last healing potion, or would you like me to keep it just for the moment?
If we find anything else in here, I am running the other way.
Yeah,
so
I was going to
you
say,
keep
you're
it.
asking if Gideon
Okay.
is ranged. She's most of the time she's not even in the same room as you guys when you're fighting.
I know, I'm just making sure that, you know.
She just
I
pops
tried
her
to
head
give
around the door and
option.
goes firebolt and then runs away again.
I just wanted to give her the option. I didn't want to be, like, just, like, holding on to it when it could go to somebody else.
Okay,
So, and I know
so-
that Dom just accidentally forgot that, that's all, because we ended up in combat so quick because of an elderly, aged elf that screwed it up there.
Okay, what are you doing in this room? Are you doing anything in this room?
I would like to look in the telescope, or look
Okay.
at the telescope, I should say.
Oh, so you're looking at, not through? Or are you looking through too?
I would just like to examine it first.
Okay.
So looking at it.
Okay. Roll investigation for me.
Not very good.
It looks like a giant telescope.
Okay, I'm going to look in it.
As you look into the telescope, you're actually quite surprised because obviously there's no holes in this room, right? There's no window, there's no hole in the ceiling. You can see the surface of the moon when you look through this telescope. And on the surface of the moon, you can see a tiny hut that is covered by a translucent magical dome. Inside the dome, there are rows and rows of vegetables, even a few like trees, like fruit trees. And scribbled in the moon above this kind of weird, like, I don't know, like sanctuary, I guess, are the words, "To my dearest nephew Tristan, by now you have inherited the northeast wing of the Ivy Manor. I have retired to the moon to escape the cares of the material world, but you can access my share of the family fortune by standing in the arcane circle and speaking the words Lunus Extas. I hope you enjoy your inheritance. Sincerely, Siegfried Happel."
I would just turn around and go, "You will not believe what I have just seen through this telescope."
Okay. Run it past me.
So there's no windows, right? No, nothing in the walls. Doesn't matter. You look through this telescope, you can see the moon.
You what?
The actual moon?
Not only that, but there is on the moon a tiny hut with a dome under it that the Siegfried guy, the uncle or whoever, I don't know, the relative who died, he's not dead, he's on the moon, he's like living on the moon. And there's a message that says if you speak some magic words and stand in the circle, you will access the inheritance.
Endo just looks at Audrey and
quick question.
he's just, yeah.
Yeah, Adri's senses are spiked up. Do these guys like each other? Do we know that the inheritance is good?
Oh, Audrey, you think it's a trap?
Given what we've just fought, anything's possible.
Is he trapped on the moon, and whoever says it is going to change place with him?
It said he'd retired to the moon, like he wanted to. He just had enough of being down here, and he wanted to go to the moon.
Yeah, but maybe that's because he knows he's stuck, so he's saying that to trick his nephew, who he doesn't like, so that he can be released and the nephew will be sucked to the moon.
Is that why that person wanted us to clear the house? Because he wanted to get to the hidden treasure?
That's also possibly true. You both make very good arguments.
So, what do we do then? Do we leave and say that the room is empty? Which we have now put everything right. Just to double check.
Well, look, I mean, I don't want to
Don't
say
they-
this too loud, but what if the little girl stood in the circle and said the sentence?
Endo
Oh,
just
God.
looks at Audrey and frowns, like,
Ro kind of turns.
why
as
would
well.
she need
Yeah.
to do that?
Yeah.
Why?
You're just gonna fondle one of his daggers and just be like, "You want who to do what?"
It's just an idea.
Endo
It's a
got
bad
better
idea. I'll stand in the circle. It's fine.
Sounded pretty good to
No,
me.
no. Endo got a better idea. Does the
Well,
circle know if we are like
Alive or dead?
squishy and full of blood and things? Because we have got 4 corpses that we can just plop on
ooh,
there and say the words.
I think you have to say the words while you're standing there. I'm not sure that the dead bodies can talk.
Do you have prestidigitation?
That's not one of my gifts.
Damn.
Can you just roll me an Arcana, please, Gideon?
Not great.
Yeah, so you know that it has to be somebody standing there speaking them, and you looking at this can tell that anything that is not human, or like anything that is not alive and standing there doing it. So the little girl would work, but putting a body on there, or even trying to put like clatter or something on there, wouldn't work.
And trying to put an innocent girl on there with Endo around wouldn't work.
Or Ro now, because of the weird, like, oh, she's got no brothers.
Don't know she's innocent.
That's true. She might come in now and kill you all with the hand on.
Endo is going to make a little suggestion. Wasn't that creature guarding a stairway downstairs?
look, Endo, I don't know about you, but if that thing was downstairs, then if there was anything else down there, surely they'd have heard us by now, because we're not being as quiet as up here, have we, really?
Also, quickly, where Adri's standing, does that door look like it locks
Yes.
with the silver key?
You can try.
She's going to try locking it with the silver key.
Okay, so you pull the door closed. You put the silver key in, and it does not turn.
Oh. The other
So
keys?
the silver key might be at the base of the stairs.
Which other key are you trying?
Try the key from the
The
room where the pantry
the
key.
was.
So you're trying the one from the kitchen, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That locks the door. They were mislabeled. He'd got them the wrong way round.
So if we'd have snuck in and locked that door, he would have potentially been able to get through, but we may have been able to disengage.
So you could have run away, yeah, or you could have locked him down there and he
Yeah.
might not have been able to get out. It just gave you an alternative way to deal with it.
So there's nothing down them stairs then.
There is nothing down the stairs now.
Ro, you said you volunteered to stand in a circle. Why?
If it's that, or we put the innocent child in there who has no family or anything, which is pretty screwed up, even for me, I'll volunteer.
The
Endo
magic.
will stand under circle.
Bro,
my-
I've got to say, you remind me of someone.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
also had sibling issues.
Sibling issues.
Yeah. I fought with this orc a while ago. They were like looking for their sister, half orc.
Rose
Anyway.
kind of like staring, like not in disbelief, but she's just kind of staring at you, and she's like, "What do you mean? What was their name?"
I don't remember.
Would somebody like to help?
I would say what the name was. But Eckhart. It's
I
like
can't help.
Egghead or something.
Egghead? I've never heard of them.
Yeah, oh no, something like that. It was like, I don't know. They fought like you. In the heat of the battle, it was just you just. The guy was a while ago. I was distracted a lot of the time because we had this elf with us who just was incapable.
Yeah, there we go. He's giving you key information. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Look, I'll have a think.
Okay.
I'm going. Yeah, I'll have a think while we see what we work out with this circle, and if it comes to me, I'll let you know. But you really remind me of someone. I hope I can remember.
And she kind of like steps a little bit closer, and she's like, "I do hope you're not saying that we all look the same." And then like walks on. She's like, "Right, this circle.
What did
what
she
we
say?
doing?"
I just had to adjust my headset. What did Ro just say to Audrey?
She said, "I hope that you're not saying we all look the same." She's like, "Don't be being racist up in here." And then she's walked over to the circle to stand kind of by Endo, and she's like, "Right, who's saying what?"
Endo just looks at Gideon and just goes, "What are the words I have to say, Gideon?"
Lunis Extus, I think
Yep.
it was. Yep.
Okay, Endo just like he
Eckhart!
snaps off.
Ro just kind of looks at you as if you've just like yelled something random. She's just like, "What?"
Eckhart, the orc I remember. It was a paladin, crazy fighter, a little bit unhinged. But his name was Eckhart, and he was looking for his sister.
Never heard of him.
All right, cool.
Can you see, Hugh? Can you actually see the Roll20 text?
I'm gonna just pop you there.
Oh yeah.
I'm just checking. I'm just checking.
Okay.
No,
So-
I was role playing.
Yeah, it's roleplay. It's roleplay.
No. That's why I asked. I'm just
you?
asking.
Are you speaking the words,
Um,
Endo?
Endo was just about to take off his necklace and just hand it to Duramaya, just in case this goes backwards.
Okay.
And he just basically say, "If I don't make it, Duramaya, please take this back to my people and put it on the sumo wall." And
It
then
would be my honor.
he's going to ask Gideon again what the words were, 'cause he's going to have an Ash moment here, and he's going to end up dying if he doesn't do it right.
Lunis Extus.
He's going to close his eyes and he's going to just go, "Luna's Extus," and then open one eye.
1 second.
Oh shit! I'm on the moon now.
Hush your
I'm on.
mouth.
Oh,
You
no.
can't talk. You can't see them. You're not with them.
Oh my god!
And
Kathy?
shush. Oh, you can't. Why?
No, I
Oh,
can't
because
see.
of the. Okay, right. Well, I need you to.
I'll
be
shush. I
quiet,
won't say
please.
anything of what I can see. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Endo has gone.
And in Endo's place is a elderly human who is clad in very eccentric robes, and he is stood sipping tea and reading from an old book. As he kind of like looks around, he's like, "Ah, what? Huh? How on earth?"
Yes, you're on Earth. Oh, I guess it's Earth. You're on this realm.
What? How did you?
Siegfried.
Adrian's
That's
just
me.
gonna like. Adrian's just literally gonna run, bolt across the room, crash dive. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Crash dive, tackle whoever it is, and repeat the same phrase.
You're repeating the same phrase?
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second.
Endo can't breathe.
Shush.
But like
Hang on.
tackling and holding this guy, like arms around
You're
him.
holding him too? Okay, right, yeah.
Yes, like
so
she dived and tackled him, and as she hit
Okay.
the ground holding him, she
I just
said
need
the
to
phrase.
I just need to move you slightly there just because I can't do both of them. Boop to that. And there. The old man is still stood in front of you guys. He is now extra baffled, steps forward, and he's like, "What is happening?"
Okay.
You tell us it's your magic circle, isn't it?
Audrey, help me.
Just for reference, both Audrey and Endo are running out of oxygen because when he moved away, his like home and things started going away. So they are now, within a certain amount of time, they are going to expire up on the moon.
Oh, they
What
were dying
on
from
earth?
disease anyway.
Yeah.
That's right. I only had 14 hours to go.
What is going on? Who are you people? What are you doing here? You're not who I thought you were.
We've
No,
been
that's great.
hired to clear this mansion out for by Tristan Harple. I think he might be a relative of yours.
I am. He's my nephew. Yes. Ugh. I see. Somebody spoke the words, didn't they? You spoke the words. That was meant for Tristan. He's a knight. Have you met him? I don't know if you've met him.
Yeah, he's not great.
No, he's
if I'm being
terrible.
honest.
Actually, to be honest, he's. I didn't even want
He's
to
a
put
horrible
him.
mug.
I didn't even want to put him in the will, but my favourite niece asked me to, and I just felt like I had to. But you know what? No, I didn't want him getting anything, so that's why I sent him to the moon. Oh, not
Well,
him,
actually, you've sent our friends to the moon. So how about if you could maybe bring them back? We will go and tell Tristan that if he stands in the circle and says the magic words, he will inherit the full wealth of your powers.
Oh, they're on the. Oh my goodness! Move! And he like shoves you out the way, Gideon, to stand in front of the thing, and then brings. I will just. You can stop now because you're going to be brought back. It's absolutely fine.
FYI, just everybody OC, Lynn did tell me to make those noises.
Yes,
I'm
I
not
did.
just doing
I
that to be.
did make him do that. There we go. You are back.
We did not expect Audrey to run and
So
jump.
you kind of appear back, obviously, you two. You like, obviously gasping as you're suddenly able to breathe oxygen again.
Adrian's sitting in meditative pose, legs crossed, just like calm, send. Like, oh, we're back, okay.
Endo, upon seeing the circle, just jumps straight off it. It's like, Endo was on the moon. Endo was on the moon.
Yes, I'm very sorry about that, friend. I that was not meant for you people, you innocent people.
Just OC, can I punch this guy? Because Endo's really, really upset and scared of the day that he's just had.
Okay. I would
Punch
suggest
the powerful wizard, maybe not.
Yeah. I would suggest...
Endo's not smart right now.
And Endo,
Somebody
have
maybe
something
stop
of
him
yours.
doing that. Yeah, somebody distract him.
What
I
is
just
it,
take some
Jeremiah?
rations out of my bag and like
A
throw
necklace.
them at Endo.
Oh! Like he's confused. Endo's like trying to sort out his necklace, and then he saw food. So yeah, you won that. He's completely distracted. So he's putting
Rose
his
kind of
necklace back
moved
on.
to the side to be like, no. So yeah, so Siegfried is like, oh, I'm very sorry. The innocent people should not have been sent there. That was not made for you. And then he kind of like glances around the room, sees the dead spiders, and he's like, the Oni. It's not safe here. You have to leave.
He's dead.
It's alright. We've killed it.
As
Oh.
Endo's eating the rations, he's like, "It's okay." Endo smashed his face in.
Oh my goodness, my cat is going crazy. Oh, it. All right. Well done. That's very impressive.
Endo
Gotta
a
say-
powerful weapon.
Siegfried, your nephew's a tight son of a gun.
Right?
Ugh.
He was only going to pay us 1,000 gold each.
1,000 gold?
no.
That's not tight at all. That's extremely.
That's not our
Extremely
usual
kind.
going rate for jobs like this.
Are
Well,
we talking about that strange cup person that offered us like how many was it? I can't remember now.
Rose just.
And
It wasn't
you
enough.
want
Those
your food.
rations.
Oh,
It
okay.
wasn't enough. It wasn't enough for this job.
Well, I'm surprised he could even afford that. To be honest, we're not. Despite the mansion, most of our wealth is in this. It's retail. It's not retail. It's go on. What's the word I'm looking for, people?
Research?
No, like housing. Like it's in
Oh,
No property.
property. Yeah,
Residential.
residential. That's it. It's like that. The mansion is our main source of wealth. So unless he's selling it, I don't know how he would possibly have given you that much. I tell you what, though, it's not much, I guess, given that you were getting that much from him. But as a little sorry, take this, and he hands the book that he was reading to Gideon. And the book is called The New Unified Magical Theorem. It's made of copper plates set with tiny rubies. And having a quick look at it, you reckon it's probably worth about 150 gold.
Endo looks at this nice gentleman that's sent him. He's the first sumo in space. He's given him such a legacy there. He looks at him and he says, "Have you ever heard of a strange mirror that has the power to make a copy of a person?"
The mirror in the bedroom.
Endo's playing dumb at this point, as if they've not found that mirror, because he's just like taking a page out of Audrey's book, because he's obviously noticing that people are not telling him the full truth, but Endo's not lying to him, and so Endo's just be like, I don't know what you mean by that.
That
but
is
I
a
was
lie.
just asking."
Roll deception.
No,
Yes,
I don't
saying you don't
wanna.
know what he means is a lie. You know exactly what he means.
Endo's not good at deception. He's not trained for this.
He kind of stares at you and he's like, you are talking about the one in the bedroom?
Yes, the one in the bedroom.
As soon as he sees Audrey say that, he's like, he starts nodding. He's like, yeah, that one. What is it for?
It's very dangerous. It should be covered at all times, really.
Wow.
It
wasn't.
produces.
How good. We should have thought of that. We just broke it.
Well,
Endo just stays quiet and looks at Audrey, and he's like, he's like, he's not saying a word now, and he knows what page they're on now, and he's like, So he doesn't say anything.
He kind of like
He just
raises
went
an
to the-
eyebrow when you say that you broke it, and then he's like, probably for the best. Evil twins, you don't want them running around.
No.
Does it
Well, I
only
found out
do
about
evil,
that.
or does it do opposite of what it sees?
Always evil.
Oh, that's what we felt.
Yeah.
So we gave it a good crack up the side.
What
I
would
mean-
something like that be worth?
Oh, well, depends who you're selling it to, I guess. If they're wanting
'Cause
something extremely dangerous
obviously-
that produces evil twins, then they'd probably pay
Obviously,
quite a lot.
Tristan was like gonna sell the house, so I would assume he would sell the things inside the house. So I assume that could be used as like a very bad weapon thing.
Well, he won't be selling it now. He won't be selling the house
Oh.
now. This is
It's
mine,
a
and
shame.
I'm back from the moon, and I'm taking ownership. So
How did
So
you
and-
end on the
and Endo just looks at Audrey and just says, "It's a shame it was broken, Audrey, because you said it was broken. Because
Yeah.
our boss Talisker would probably pay a lot of money for something like that."
Wouldn't she? It's such a shame that that's the way it ended.
And then Endo's just
I-
gonna stay quiet and keep eating rations.
I ended up on the moon by accident. I
Took a turn at Mars
was messing around with teleportation and planes and things, and you know how some things kind of go wrong. But I'm home, and he will not be getting his inheritance, I can tell you that much.
I saw the book about planes within planes in a library. You know, that's interesting stuff you're reading.
Oh, the swimming pool room.
Swimming pool room?
Adri,
That's what it said on the map.
do you still have the map?
yeah, she'll hand the map over to him.
And he's kind of like looking. Demolish? Billiard room? Oh, I think not. I knew I shouldn't have given the house to him. Anyway,
Guys,
what was the payment you were offered by him? Obviously, I can't offer you 1,000 gold each. That I'm not selling the property.
Well, look, I mean, obviously you've been on the moon, so we can't expect too much. But what if we drop it by like a third and go like a 300 each?
Can you roll persuasion for me?
Oh, I'm really bad at this because I have no charisma.
What were
Yes,
you
I
saying?
do.
What were you saying?
Yeah.
He's like 300 each. 300 each. Very well. That seems fair. Thank you for dropping the price so much.
I mean, we did kill our
I was
own.
there. It's tough up there. So
And
Hold
he-
on.
Oh,
Where is the mug person? Because when we asked him where he was, he never told us. Is he in the
Who is-
basement?
he did tell you where
No.
he was. He told you
He was in
going.
a
He was
gold.
going to the
Yeah.
pub
He was
or
in
something.
in a pub called the Golden Gamble or something.
That's right. He talked to
The
us through the
Gilded
picture and said he wanted
Horseshoe.
to talk to that girl. Yeah.
I don't think he was talking to her, but sure, yeah. Uh, yeah, so Siegfried's like, if you'll follow me, and he starts heading off towards what you would guess is a library based on the way that he is heading.
Don't forget the girl. There was a girl tied up in your kitchen, mister.
What?
So Endo will just go in and pick her up and go, "Come on, it's time to go to safety."
Yep. So you are
Um,
now carrying her. Absolutely fine. I'm
yeah.
not going to move her token as well. I can't pull it, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And I'll
Ro's
just
gonna
walk up to her and go, "Yeah, this girl here. She was tied
What
up in
on-
your kitchen."
That is terrible.
You know the what you have as a like a greenhouse here.
Yes.
There was a were rat in there, and we think from what the girl told us, she was brought here by that being. Don't worry, the were-rat is dead.
What on... All right. A were-rat. I don't know what's been going on
Yeah.
here while I've been gone, but I'm not a fan.
Well, while you raised funny things that have been going on, don't suppose you happen to know about a big weird creature that explodes paws? Paws? When it
Spores.
spores.
What did it look like? And he's kind of
Oh,
like
I
rummaging
would-
in the desk, and he's like, as he's talking to you, he's obviously trying to get to a secret compartment that he finds in his desk, and he's pulling out gold.
A giant blob with one eye. And
So,
it popped
just
and
OC,
there was gas.
if anybody would know what a beholder would look like, it kind of has a similar look to that.
Oh.
If you know, if your character would
no.
know what a beholder looks like.
Endo has not faced one of those yet, no.
Okay.
Would Andrew have met one over her many years in the military service?
Possibly. Yeah, that would probably make sense, right?
They're
She's
mostly
been
in
all sorts of
dungeons
places.
and like
yeah.
they're everywhere, aren't they? So yeah.
Ro
Yeah,
didn't
it was
actually
a-
see it, so she can't help with any kind of.
Yeah.
She's just leaning against.
Endo's
the...
only ever been on a battlefield, so he won't know.
It was a beholder.
Beholder?
Yeah. Sprayed us all. Well, not all of us. Sprayed some of us.
Oh, it. Oh dear. It looked like a beholder. I see. I see. You're talking about a gas spore, I think.
Yeah, it had some bad gas.
No, and that's Endo.
All right. What about it?
Well,
Kind of
It breathed
it
it in
died.
over quite a few of us.
That sounds alarming. Have
and
you
it burnt my throat.
felt
Made me
okay?
cough. No.
Adri, myself, and Endo all caught hold of its spores, either when we entered or
When I
when
killed
it died.
Breathing it in burnt my throat, and now I'm slowly starting to feel more tired.
It seems like you may have some form of disease. I can fix that, I think. Let me just count out this gold, and then we'll get that sorted for you.
Okay.
And he's
Thank
like
you.
piling up like 5 piles of 300 on the desk, and then comes
Oh, wow.
over to each of you and casts Lesser Restoration on those of you that are affected, which ends 1 disease or condition afflicting you.
Oh, good.
And pops
No,
over
if that
here
guy was here, that'd have already been done.
and does the same on Airdrie. And then goes back over here and puts them all in little pouches and hands out the gold to everybody.
Thank you, mister.
Thank you.
Not a problem. Well,
You want us to bring your nephew over here, or do you want us to leave that to you?
leave that to me. I know quite how to deal with Tristan. And he gives you like a
Can
grin.
you turn him into a cup, please?
Into a cup?
Yeah,
Teach him the error of his ways.
when we arrived in this beautiful little town of yours,
Yes.
he used a drinking mug that Endo was drinking out of to speak to us. He never actually spoke to us in person.
Well, that sounds like him. Very dramatic.
And then a picture as well.
There was a drink we drank called the Ivy Port that
Yes.
brought us here, and then he spoke out of the painting.
Ugh. Always the show off.
Yeah,
But-
can you put him in a picture or a mug? That would be nice.
He kind of leans like forward into you a bit and he goes, I tell you what, I'll send him to the moon. And grins.
Endo would like that. Endo just smiles. He's just smiling.
It's like, well, thank you for your help. I've got a lot of sorting to do, getting rid of all these
We've
bodies and things, but I'll have some servants do that.
just so they know, we've not been downstairs. So if there was anything in the basement, not sure if there's anything still down there or not.
Yeah,
That's
your
fine.
nephew said that there was some scurrying or some noises down there, but he said don't listen to them and don't go down there.
I wonder if he knew about the Oni.
Oh, that was
Interesting.
downstairs, was it?
That was
Right.
downstairs. Very interesting. We'll definitely be sending him to the moon. Well, I will take my leave of you. Much to do, and to be honest, I could do with a little bit of a rest. I'm an old man after all. Take care, all of you.
If you need any further assistance in the future, we represent an adventurers guild called the Nameless. I'm sure that if you need any adventurings, we would be happy to help you again. If you contact our boss, she's called Talaska.
Very good, very good. I will definitely bear that in mind. What was your name again?
Okay. My name is Endo.
And he extends his hand to shake her hand. It's
So
like,
he uses
good
his
to
right
meet
hand
you.
because he's still carrying the girl.
Good to meet
It's
you,
very
Endo.
nice to meet you. I wish I met you without going to the moon, though.
My apologies about that. Well,
It's
take care.
okay.
And he starts heading
Bye.
off towards the bedroom to rest.
Well, everyone's back, I think. Adri, you coming out of the library?
Yeah. Looks like
What
she
shall
has
we-
been all.
Okie dokie.
What
So-
shall we do with this little girl? She can come back to Nameless with us and live with us.
I don't see Telescar being down with that.
No, someone will take her at the tavern, I'm sure.
She not a piece of property, Gideon.
She was almost a piece of dinner by the looks of it, so property's an upgrade.
She's nice.
Ooh,
She can come home and she can sleep in my room. I will sleep on the floor.
I don't know, maybe Talaska would let her be a maid or something? Could be useful.
maybe.
Yeah, like Endo smiles when someone says that. Isn't it? That sounds nice.
Bit of pocket money. Give her a job.
From
Would you like
Telescar.
that?
And she kind of like, she's like, well, anything's better than sleeping on the street.
Endo just looks at her because obviously that's where he came from, and he's like, I know. We will look after you. Don't worry. Endo is your friend.
She gives you a big grin. Are you heading back to the tavern, or are you heading straight back to the cart?
Well,
The
wasn't
cat
the
was at
tavern
the
guy at
tavern,
the cart?
isn't it?
Pardon?
Wasn't the tavern guy at the cart guy at the tavern?
Yeah. So are you
Yeah.
going inside the tavern, or are you just going to jump on a cart when you get to the tavern?
After our day, what do you think, guys?
If Endo sees the person that tied the girl up or the guy that sent us on this mission, he's going to want to put his fist through his head too. So
Well, we don't know what he looks like. He's just a moving mug at the moment.
he'll go on a mug rampage.
He's in a different place. He wouldn't go to the gambling golem anyway. He's in a different place. And it was
well, I'll
aware
go wherever the
that
group goes.
brought the girl here, so you've already smushed him.
Yeah.
We got paid, let's just go home.
Yeah, back to the car. Go back to Daggerford.
Okay.
And Rose like, whatever. As you kind of are making your way through the little village that is Longsaddle, Rose kind of like, you guys go on without me. I've got my money. I might stick around here or head up north.
Fair enough.
Alright,
then,
well, it was quite fun meeting you.
Same. And she kind of looks at Endo and looks at the girl, and she's like, Make sure you look after that one, yeah?
I will not let any harm come to her on my life.
She kind of gives you a grin and then like heads into the inn as you guys are getting on the cart.
Before she goes in, can I just say to her, why don't you come back with us, Ro?
I'm not a big fan of being part of an adventuring group. I've tried it before, didn't really work out. I ended up married, but let's not go into that.
What if we bump into the half-orc again?
What half-orc?
The one that Audrey was talking about.
She said his name was Eckhart. Never heard of it.
Just out of character, Lynn, remember what we talked about Eckhart's background? His name was given to him by the where he went, but it could sound like an orcish name that you would remember. You may recognize it as it sounding similar to your brother's name.
Ro is dim as hell. She doesn't recognize
She remember her
anything.
brother's name.
Look, Ro just loves to drink rum and smash people with axes.
I feel there's going to be plenty of opportunities to cross-reference this story other times. I feel Eckhart might make an appearance again, and I'll be like, "Hey, Andrew will be like, hey, you remember this other person?"
I like how he thinks it's gonna go that way. That's gonna be funny.
So she kind of like, she's just like shrugs and she's like, anyway, take care. Might see you again. And heads in. And you can hear her as she like throws open the door to the bar and she's like, I'll have 7 rums, please. As she's like making her way towards the bar. As the rest of you are climbing on the cart and beginning your journey home. When you arrive back at, oh my god, what the hell is that?
I love these nameless.
Let's go with the makeup off.
I love these like nameless adventures. They're absolutely
Right
awesome.
back here, but not
They
with
are.
Ro. Ignore Ro. She's not there. She did not come with you. There you go. You are back home. Talisker is kind of sat at her desk as she always seems to be when you guys come in.
I'm still in the hallway.
Oh.
Yeah, me too.
With everybody else.
It's because you're on a different thing. It's because I moved you individually. That's why.
No, please don't put me back on the moon.
I'm not putting you back on the moon. You're home.
No one's ever going to believe him if he ever goes back to his monastery or anything like that, back to his unit. Nobody is ever going to believe that he went to the moon.
So as you come in, Talisker kind of like is busy like reading something, closes the book that she's reading and kind of puts her hands on top of it and like looks up at you and she's like, you were gone quite a while this time.
Oh god, it's doing that thing again where it's gone black. Sorry. Keep going.
Yeah, it was a weird assignment.
Clearing a mansion, I believe. I trust it turned out to be a little more complicated.
Endo does not want to talk about it. It was horrible.
Loads of monsters, killed a bunch of stuff. We're back.
But there was an interesting trinket that you might enjoy.
Yes.
As you're saying that, I'm just starting to just face palm and just anticipating what Adrian's gonna do next.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I would be careful with this artifact. From what we've gathered, it creates an evil clone of whoever looks not upon it, but within it.
I see. An evil clone.
Yeah.
And you kind of like she's very interested. She's like, as you're talking to her, she's like leaning forward. Now this is almost like the most interested that you've ever seen Talisker look at, like, at something that you're saying. Most of the time when you're talking to her, she seems a bit disinterested. Like almost like faking pleasantries, you know, like, oh yeah, I'm very interested in what you did on your travels, when actually she's really not. Now she is like fully interested in what you're saying. She's like, all her attention is on you, and she's like, oh, this was found in the mansion.
Yes, he was into all kinds of weird stuff. And look, let's to be honest, we've left a bit of family drama behind, but that's neither here nor there. They paid what they paid, but we found we found something we thought you might enjoy.
Where is
It almost killed Durhamire.
Well, that is sad.
We had to kill his evil like copy. We had to smush him. Oh, that reminds me. He had a mace and a heavy crossbow. Would you like to sell them, Talisker?
Of course.
Okay. And he'd just plonk them on the table, like, or next to the table. He wouldn't put them on the table. He's not a savage. He knows that Talisker would appreciate table manners.
But yeah, obviously, I mean, this sort of thing could have many interesting implications for you, and would probably be worth quite a bit.
And she kind of like, she almost like, you get the impression she almost appreciates this side of Audrey. Like she's not smiling, but you know, like when, like, it's almost like a smile is like
she respects it,
playing on her lips. It's like she's not fully grinning, but she knows what you're doing. She knows you're trying to obviously get more, and it's almost like a respect thing. Like she has more respect for you than she does necessarily for the other members of the team, just because of how you kind of are cheeky with her, and like she knows what you're doing, but she kind of
way,
likes how you're going about it, because it's very much how she goes about business. So she kind of like, it's like, yes, and she's like half grinning, and she's like, I'm sure it would be worth quite a lot. How much do you think, possibly?
Well, I thought it could look quite good hanging in OC. What's the next room we want to have built?
Nice. Okay.
At a reduced rate, of course.
I love that. I love that. Yes. What is the next room that you want to have built, guys?
Probably the garden.
Yeah. So
Don't we have a garden?
You do not have a garden.
I thought we had a garden with plants and everything that tied. Not tied, sorry.
Nope.
Oh.
Yeah, it was tied. But no, I think we know that there could be a garden.
You know there could be a garden, but you don't have one. The only
we
thing that you've bought is the training room.
Training room.
So you have the option
we
of...
didn't choose the garden.
You have the option of the interrogation room. You have the option of the garden.
Well, look,
Of a
above
study.
a water feature, I'm picturing, like, with the water reflecting back into the mirror.
Jesus
Could be
Christ.
Yeah.
Quite a nice feature. Anyway, something for you to have a think on. I'm sure we'll...
Indeed. So she's kind of grinning, and she's like, I'm sure perhaps a garden could be arranged. Like you say, it would look beautiful there, I'm sure.
Or a replica of... I'm sure you could find something more interesting to do with said mirror.
Yes, I'm sure. Now, what about the payment? What did you receive from this? I will
Endo
be
found this
taking my
girl.
cut, of course.
Yeah, Endo was paid in a child.
That sounds very strange, and yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that one. Okay, moving on. I can't actually find the
Child
token for that
slavery.
child now, but yep, I will have her for next time.
So yeah, Endo's just gonna turn and say, well, "We rescued this girl. Can she help tidy around the guild, please, for a bed and for a meal and maybe some gold?"
Talisker kind of raises an eyebrow and she's like, another mouth to feed. For a bed and a meal, yes, she can stay here. I'm not paying the little thing, though.
Endo will give her some gold out of his money that he earns.
Very well.
But if anything happens to her, I will be very upset.
I'm sure you would. Now, what did you receive in your payment?
So Endo walks off, and when I get hold of his bloody token, because it's doing that thing again, Endo walks off and just starts showing the girl around.
Mm-hmm.
When I can go through the bloody door. There we go, and maybe
it
starts feeding the girl.
I look at Adri.
Everybody's looking at Adri like, yeah, do the thing.
That's why Endo's just looking up. He's like,
I feel Ed's already done the thing, so this is the time to play honest and get her on. We've already got it now with that thing, so it's like, yeah, you'd have loved us on this one. They sold us low, and we've come out high. So we managed to get it for 300 gold each on this mission.
Impressive. So hang on, let me just. I will take my cut of that then. That will be 240.
Adri, you'll have to sit and talk to Endo about this cut.
Not each. That's out of the total that you each got. Like, as in, the grand total.
oh,
Yeah, not each.
Oh,
She's not
right.
taking, out of your 300, she's not taking
I was like,
240.
Jesus, that's
No.
a lot.
No.
So it's like 60 off each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like,
She takes 20% basically of what you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
Which
too
then
bad.
still gets us. Still, we're above even our inflated first price.
Mhm.
So we come out looking good.
And Endo just sold 50. He just sold a crossbow and a mace, so he's just got 55 gold back plus a live-in maid. So
A living maid?
Yeah, I'm starting to get concerned about this living maid already.
I mean, Endo made out like a bandit on this one.
I just leave the 60 gold on a desk and just head out.
Mm-hmm.
Endo, are you cooking food?
Uh-huh.
Any left for me?
Endo cooks huge big meals, so there's absolutely loads. There's probably enough for everybody, including the girl.
I never help myself.
Well, that's why he's cooking it. He's not gonna eat it all.
You never know with Endo. This is all mine.
He had a snack of rations. He loves that, how he gets into strange conversations with people and food gets thrown at him. He just loves that. He's starting to really, really enjoy that.
Okay.
He's not understood exactly what he's asking that causes the food to appear.
Yeah, he's just gonna try everything.
So eventually he's gonna twig, and when he does, you guys are all gonna be out of food.
Okay. With that, we will end this time's session. I hope you have all enjoyed.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
A little bit more combat than we would normally have in a session, but I thought mix it up a little bit. And it was quite fun with the moon situation.
Yeah.
That scared the hell out of Endo.
Yeah. She's like, yeah, you're on the moon now. Goodbye. Yeah.
If I failed that last wisdom save, I'd have been out the door and
No,
down the
just
street.
running.
I love how Audrey just came to the rescue. Like my heart just like sank when Audrey was like, "Yep." Audrey just bezzes across the room and just tackles this guy.
Yeah.